Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right. So shouts out to my man Lavrell, as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right. The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
we have our new advertising rate sheet available. The Two Live Stews have a current reach of 50,000 people.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Here's the big thing about it. If we advertise your business, you got to remember, this is pretty much forever. It's in perpetuity because these videos are streamed and you can watch it over and over, and people can watch what we did 6 months ago and they're still going to see your advertisement. Okay?
It's constant.
Constant. All right? So, internet-based or Atlanta-based businesses, just going to shoot you real. I mean, if you're in Arizona and you got a brick and mortar, we probably can't help you a lot, to be honest with you. Now, if you want to advertise the show just to show some love, that's cool. But an Atlanta-based business and internet-based business, check us out. Email us, okay? sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Here are your sponsorship packages starting at $75. And you're getting a lot of value from $75. In the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, we got 40,000 people, okay? So you got 4 different levels. Level 1, $75. And really, it's still great because, once again, perpetuity. F with your boys. Okay? So if you're interested, email us. We'll send you this rate sheet, the packages, and advertise your business right here on the Two Live Stews.
I did not know that if you are not using it, something happens to it. So when you start to see a decrease in the estrogen amounts that's coming from your ovaries, the cells of the vagina tend to shrink. The elasticity of the vagina tends to change. So I have a lot of patients that complain of it not only being dry, but it feels like it's like just literally like shriveling, like it's thinning. The walls of the vagina thin. So, intercourse is a way, of course, to keep that elasticity, and things will just kind of atrophy or it'll shrink if you're not active. The vaginal estrogen is a great way, because sometimes by the time patients get to me, it's like, I haven't been dating for years. I've met someone. We're trying and it's so painful. So that's when I will put them on vaginal estrogen cream. And I love pelvic floor physical therapy. So if I get a patient and they're to that where it's painful, they've not had intercourse in years, now we're trying to get back out there, we're going to do some pelvic floor physical therapy. So we work as a team. I deal with the estrogen component. I send them to pelvic floor physical therapy. They help them to learn how to relax those pelvic floor muscles again and how to get things back together. Pelvic floor physical therapy. And if your gynecologist isn't talking about pelvic floor physical therapy, I don't know what's going on.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. We back, shall we? This right here, this ain't your ordinary ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart, baby, we back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, but them folks sat us down forcefully. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. You're in the dog house with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Ryan and Doug Stewart, and guest Mr. Joe Hamilton this morning. Got to say good morning to the good folks.
The rightful Heisman winner. The rightful Heisman winner.
Creole Indian Eagle. Gumbo added to his name this week. Mocha Bella, Adrian Williams, and TKP _ 704. Good morning to all of you, and good morning to you, Dougie and Joe. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Joe Ham, what up, baby?
Outstanding morning, guys. I have to get right to it, man. I've got to tell you, Michael Penix Jr. is leading a division. He's quarterbacking a division-leading team in Atlanta Falcons as we speak right now. Bottom line, I don't care how we got here. I don't care what's going on. Right now, if he wins all of his games that's remaining on the schedule, and I say he a little bit reluctantly because I know it's a team sport, but the quarterback, as he goes, so does the team. And he is orchestrating now, Dougie and Stu, a division-leading football team, and I love it. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
18 for 27, 202 yards. Doug, before we dive into that, man, your thoughts before Joe unleashes more about Penix.
Well,
and clearly he feels good about it. So do I. But let's get your thoughts before we put it out there this morning.
Well, first, I'd like to talk a little bit to personally to the Heisman Trophy should have been winner, Joe Hamilton from the crib. Joe, how's the family?
Man, outstanding, man. It's hard for us, man, being from South Carolina and grew up the way we grew up, and not feel in the holiday spirit. I mean, we change our mood intentionally. Thanksgiving, Christmas, there's nothing you can do to us. There's nothing that can happen that we're not in a festive gratification type mood. And I'm doing well, Doug. Very well.
Hey, okay, so little Joe, is he still in the playoffs? I know high school playoffs have been going on in Georgia. Is he still in the playoffs? Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, Joe is the little Joe. His son is named Skylar. His son is named Skylar.
Joe is little Joe.
Joe is little Joe. Yeah.
Definitely,
His son is named Skylar.
Okay, there's no doubt about it. I grew up little Joe because my dad's name is Joseph as well. But no, Doug, he's in basketball, balling pretty good. I'm glad you asked me that, Doug, because I'm getting such a itch. I'm scratching the itch now because I'm training Skylar during basketball season. I'm training him a little bit in football. And that is giving me such a joy. I've trained QBs before, no doubt, but for your son and just for the feedback and how he looks at me and he's like, whoa, Dad, whoa, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. It just brings me such joy. He's about to play a game on December the 30th, Rising Junior game. So we got to mix a little bit of football with basketball. We don't normally do that. I didn't grow up doing that. When basketball season is in, football is out. But under the circumstances, when you're trying to get recruited and trying to get on the map, you have to make a little bit of adjustments. So I'm telling you, Doug, that is such a great feeling for me. With my son, he asks me questions that I know, great feedback. So it is a joyful feeling, man. I'm doing well, bro.
Okay, so I think we need to reset and give a proper introduction. This is Joe Hamilton on the show with the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ron Stewart. Second place in the Heisman Trophy voting. And what year was it, Joe?
1999.
1999. Teron Dane, running back for the Wisconsin Badgers. They stole the damn Heisman from this man right here. So we're having him on this morning to talk about what happened this weekend in Atlanta football. The Atlanta Falcons got a huge win over the New York Giants. And, Joe, you came on the show talking about it. Michael Penix Jr., he looked good to me. And we're going to expound on that. What are your thoughts about two words I wrote down: prepared and decisive? The young man was decisive where he wanted to throw the football. What are your thoughts about Michael Penix Jr., a new era for the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, and I thought Michael Penix Jr. took full advantage of sitting down for 14 games and being the backup, being one ankle injury away, knowing that you might have to get in there and play. He did play some mop-up duty. But it makes me think like this, fellas, and I'm very taken back a tad bit about the coaches. From what I saw yesterday from Michael Penix Jr., this should have been 3 weeks ago. If those guys, the coaching staff I'm talking about, Raheem Morris, and I'm talking Zach Robinson, the offensive coordinator, if they saw in practice what I saw Michael Penix Jr. do on the football field, NFL game, I don't care who they played, that move should have been made that as soon as you thought Kirk Cousins' shoulder was a little hurt, as soon as you thought Kirk Cousins blew that game against Minnesota, going back to Minnesota, whenever you thought that Kirk saw ghost, whenever you saw that velocity went down a tad bit with his throws, if Michael Penix looked the way he looked yesterday to me, fellas, this move should have been made 3 weeks ago. Because he looked, just like you said, Doug, in the pocket, going from progression to progression to progression, his feet tied to his shoulders, tied to his eyes, putting the ball accurately. And that's how you get yards after the catch.
For you.
Yes, sir.
For you, Joe, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. When you got your first start in Georgia Tech, what year were you?
Redshirt freshman.
Okay, so you played 4 years also.
Yes, sir.
So that was why I wanted Michael Penix in earlier. The Bo Nixons of the world, the Joe Hamiltons of the world, the Michael Penix Juniors of the world. Those guys are not guys that just played 12, 20 starts. Those guys got 40-plus starts. That makes a difference when you get to the next level. No, it's a different level because it's at the college level and you're not playing against professionals, but it does help you when it comes to time served and time playing on the gridiron.
Yeah, and I refuse to talk like I don't know football. I'm not saying that Michael Penix Jr. should have started this season. I'm not saying Michael Penix Jr. is better than or was better than Kirk Cousins going into it. No, but at 6-3 and you're reeling, you lost 4 straight games, and Kirk Cousins was a big reason why you were doing that. Sit the guy down. Michael Penix Jr. has played a lot of football, seen a lot of defenses, knows how to manage a huddle. I saw calmness. I saw a guy with no panic. I saw a guy, now he's not Michael Vick as far as escapability, but I saw a guy with pocket awareness, maneuvering in the pocket, zip on the ball. And oh, by the way, it's kind of flukish, but a change at quarterback, it sends a different mood, a different vibe throughout the whole entire team when a quarterback change is made.
I saw it inspired sideline.
Yeah, there you go.
Not only that, it was 18 for 27, 202 yards, but there's 5 or 6 of those balls that were dropped. The interception that he got shouldn't be an interception. It should really be a charged fumble to Pitts and not to Michael Penix Jr. But again, just
that
like
hurts,
you said,
guys.
listen, it was an exceptional showing for the rookie. And like you said, Joe, if he's been playing like this, if this is what they saw, and clearly it is because after one preseason game, they said, we don't need to see no more. If he's been doing this, they're 3 or 4 weeks late, man.
Hey, Joe,
Shame on them, yes.
But one thing, let's jump in there. Let's ask this question. You played in the league, all right? You not only had a great college career, but you played in the league for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and briefly for the Indianapolis Colts. How much came into play, all right? I mean, truth be told, how much came into play? They gave Kirk Cousins $100 million, and he's a veteran. How much did that come into play? Even though they probably saw Penix balling and looking very good in practice, how much did that come into play? They gave this dude all this money, Kirk Cousins.
Yes, no, Doug, you spot on, but I must reiterate that Kirk Cousins, he's going to start. At 6-3, 9 games in, it's a Kirk Cousins show, no matter if Michael Penix Jr. is lighting it up, no matter what. But when you see him reeling and you see Kirk Cousins with the inability to protect himself, you got to wonder. And that last game against the Las Vegas Raiders, and you saw it. Did you see that game plan? That game plan was so simplified that they wanted Kirk Cousins to stay in there. They gave him all the possibility to be the starter by the game plan, saying that I paid you all this money, guy. I paid you all this money. I need you to come in here and do it, and don't make us make this move. This would
right.
Hey, the upper management, Raheem Morris and the offensive coordinator, their hands were forced to make Michael Penix Jr. the quarterback. They didn't want to, but their hands were forced, and the only way they didn't want to was because of the money. And I would also say this to you fellas, Zach Robinson's playbook is going to stretch even more wide open now. Oh, by the way, for crying out loud, did you guys see a boot yesterday?
Yeah,
we saw.
yeah.
We haven't seen
The pocket was moved several times on yesterday, designed or not designed. I mean, there were several times where I was like, take off, Penix, and he didn't take off because he found receivers on the field that could get more yards. He made great decisions from the pocket on yesterday as well.
And from a coach's perspective, when you run the West Coast offense, the inside zone, the outside zone, and you run an 8, which is a wide outside to the right, a wide zone, or 9 wide to the left, there's play action built all inside of that. You can do a lot of different things with waggles and boots and just 2-man routes, max protections. It's just very, very good. And to see it, I still think the recipe going forward should be just like it was yesterday. You lean on Bijan Robinson in that run game. That offensive line, you're going to make them a little bit better because he's not going to be a statue 7 yards, 9 yards deep and not being able to move. So I'm very, very excited for the young fella. He looks like he definitely belongs.
Hey, Joe, kind of tied on what you just talked about, formations, et cetera, and new plays that are now available.
Personnel groupings.
Right. And we're talking to Joe Hamilton right now on the Two Live Stews. The Atlanta Falcons got a big win on yesterday, 34-7 over the New York Giants. They mentioned a couple of times about how Penix is going to be able to do more. And on the pregame show, Rex Ryan made some comments about the pistol offense. Do you like that pistol offense, yay or nay?
Yay. Yeah, there is no nay about it. So would I rather the guy under center? I would rather him under center because you can do a little bit of quick diagnosing. They can't kind of predict what you're going to be doing, although the running back is right behind the quarterback. It's a little turn and handoff. You really can't stretch it. You remember old Peyton Manning? I played behind Peyton Manning, and right. I'm telling you, he would almost fall down trying to reach Edgerrin James, getting on that wide 9 or that wide 8. You don't have to really stretch like that in the pistol, so it's harder to really get that sail. But what it does is still balances out the defense. When you're talking about, they can't get a beat on whether the guy's on the offset or on the left set. Talking about the running back, so it's not anything negative to me. But I'd rather be under the center for that stretch of the play action pass.
Your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews Experience. I'm spending some time right now with the South Carolina Hall of Famer, Georgia Tech Hall of Famer. There's a couple other Hall of Famers he is in there, but we're happy to have Joe Ham. There will be no Joe show this week. Christmas is this Wednesday. The Joe show falls on Wednesdays, but we did want to have him sit down with us this morning. Bijan Robinson looked inspired. Didn't get the 25 carries I would love for him to have. Fell it right under 100 yards. Algier didn't get as many carries on yesterday. Joe, I think it opens up the entire offense more. I think I mentioned it a second ago. I think I saw the defense play with more certainty. I think I saw the defense more aggressive. We had a couple of sacks. We had a couple of pick sixes. We had, I mean, 2 pick sixes. I mean, the defense played inspired. Before we finish up about Michael Penix Jr. and get into your thoughts about the college games, in totality, what does this team need to do to get to the postseason and make a run?
Same thing they did yesterday afternoon. Same thing. And what I loved about Michael Penix Jr. and the game plan from Coach Raheem Morris and everybody involved, I did not see them protecting Michael Penix Jr. That was not, to me, and I know on paper he's a rookie, that was not a guy looking like a rookie. That was a guy that had his head over his ear. That was a guy that looked and orchestrated the offense, called audibles, set the protection, played fast. The moment was not too big. The same thing, 29 passes for a rookie in his first game starting. That didn't seem like you were protecting him to me. That seems like if you need to, and even going into the half, going into the red zone, Coach Morris didn't say, hey, man, let's run the ball and protect these guys and get in at half. He let the guy spin it. He trusted the guy. The wide receivers trusted the guy. Even the back shoulder fade to Drake London was spot on. I mean, it was a good play by the defender, but spot on. Pitts, I don't know what they're going to do with Pitts. And I want to say another thing about Terry Fontenot. Boy, that guy Terry Fontenot, he is protecting himself because he's made some bad picks. Because when you look at Kyle Pitts, that's a bad pick.
Right.
All right, but he made up for it the next year with the number 8 overall pick in Bijan Robinson. It turns out that Kirk Cousins paying him $100 million guaranteed. That's a bad signing. Very bad signing. But in my opinion, he made up for it by hedging his bet and getting Michael Penix Jr. So, boy, I don't know what you feel about Terry Fontenot, but no, he's a guy that's living on the fence right now.
Before Kyle Pitts at 2 and 3, Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. After Kyle Pitts at 4, the Cincinnati Bengals took Jamar Chase. The Miami Dolphins took Jalen Waddle. And Devontae Smith was taken 12th by the number 10 by the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, yeah. Patrick Surtain is also back there. And Michael Parsons is also back there.
Yes, and don't forget about Penei Sewell at the Detroit Lions. He was in that draft, and you could have drafted him as well. No doubt about it.
Wow. It hurts to hear that. It really hurts to hear that. But I looked that up on yesterday as well when Kyle Pitts fumbled when that ball was intercepted off the hands of Kyle Pitts. I looked it up yesterday, and I was like, oh, my God, there were 8 all-stars that the Falcons could have had instead of taking Kyle Pitts to give that ball away like that just now.
And it just didn't make any sense. A tight end that high? I mean, come on, man.
And it goes back to show us and tell us that you can't measure dog. You can't measure heart and want to. Because Brock Bowers, look at this guy. Brock Bowers is 2 times the player that Kyle Pitts is now, all about want to and just the ability to love football. I don't think Kyle Pitts is that.
Wow.
All right.
Great
So
stuff.
we're gonna double down with Joe in the next segment, or are we good for the day?
I think we good. That man got to go
man.
and handle his business. He got things to
Appreciate
do.
you, Ham.
He got
No Joe show this Wednesday, man. Y'all have a happy holiday. Enjoy your time with your family, man. Get the kids our love, man. And stay strong in the fight, Joe. We'll talk about that a little bit later, though.
No doubt about it, man, guys. One time, man. Thanks for having me on. Enjoyed it. Well, I'm fired up for my day.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, Ham. The great Joe Ham, Georgia Tech's finest.
Good stuff, man. Everybody talking about the game, man, in the chat room. Big win for the Falcons. And let's expound a little bit more on what we thought about the game from yesterday. Michael Penix Jr. gets his first start.
Hey, man, we got to give a whole lot of thanks and love and appreciation out for the way things ended on last Thursday's show. And a shout out to Eric David for starting early this morning. He blessed the students with $20, man. So shouts out to Eric David.
Shouts out, Eric.
Simply says happy holidays, Stu Nation, and a happy Stu year. We appreciate that, Eric David. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Up next, man, big weekend with round number 1 in the new 12-team playoffs. It's no longer 12 teams. There's only 8 left. I got some choice words, man, because I didn't do as good as I would have liked handicapping those games. Yeah. And after looking at it, it wasn't that hard, man.
Yeah, you got some choice words.
Yeah.
Goddamn teams wasn't supposed to be there. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Should have been
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. We back, show. This right here, this ain't your ordinary ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Baby, we back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, but them folks sat us down forcefully. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing? Yeah.
Your boys Dexter and Ron Stewart, the two live stews, coming back from break, man. Just spent some time with the great Joe Hamilton, former Yellow Jacket, 1999 Heisman runner-up to Ron Dane. He has some choice words about Michael Penix's first game and the inspiration that was infused into the Falcons this past weekend when they've got a victory over the New York Giants. It's your boys Dexter, Ron Stewart, and it is the two live stews experience. You mentioned it before we went to the break, man. A couple of them teams probably shouldn't have been there this past weekend. I disagree, but I'm going to give the floor to you and allow you to give us your take, and then I will have a rebuttal.
Well, SMU, they shouldn't have been in the damn playoffs, man. They got dragged. They got dragged. It was embarrassing. SMU got beat like that, man. And the point is there's a couple of teams that weren't invited to this thing that would have put up a better fight, okay?
Everybody talked about it all weekend.
Yeah, than SMU and the Indiana Hoosiers. Those two spots could have been filled very simply. I'm not going to get long, drawn-out thing. Those two spots could have been filled by the Alabama Crimson Tide and the South Carolina Gamecocks. They would have been much more competitive, but because they try to be politically correct as opposed to take the best two or the best teams, they found themselves in a pickle looking crazy this past weekend. And I'm talking about the Heisman or the playoff selection committee is who I'm talking about. Lost the award to them.
Ohio State at the Horseshoe beat Tennessee, another 3-loss team, 42-17. I mean, really put a molly-whopping on Tennessee. What makes it more fair? What could have been done that was done wrong in your eyes? What could have been done to make it right?
You got to give more weight. You got to give more weight to strength of schedule. It's as simple as that. You go back and you look at SMU, man. They didn't have a schedule like some of these other teams that I just mentioned and talking about South Carolina. And I know what it is. A lot of people just don't like the fact that the SEC has been so successful over the last, 20
dominant.
years.
So dominant.
And so that's what it is. And people feel like it's some type of bias. It's not really biased because they're good. They are good. There's a reason Alabama, has infinitely more 5-star and 4-star players than a lot of these other teams we're talking about because they have better players. Simple as that.
Indiana makes a fight out of it in the fourth quarter, putting up 14 points. Final score is 27-17.
They were in a prevent. They were in a prevent.
Well, but they made a fight out of it. It was a more competitive game than SMU and Penn State, than Tennessee and Ohio State.
Right.
Clemson and Texas go down to it really wasn't going down to the wire. They get a 2-touchdown loss, 38-24. Texas molly-whopped them. Moving forward, man, what do you see happening, sir? How you feel about round 2?
Well, round 2, I'm going to tell you who did look good. Notre Dame looked real good to me, man.
They did play strong.
Notre Dame looked real good to me. Penn State really didn't look that great. They had the turnovers early, the pick sixes early in that game. They really didn't have to do a lot.
SMU made decisions that hindered them from moving forward.
Right.
They really did.
Period. Absolutely. And so I don't know. It's going to be an interesting coming weekend. I like the fact that we still got 3 more weeks. So you have the next round, then you have the championship round, then you have the championship game. Between the two different, sides, divisions. Well, but I like the playoffs. I just think they could easily tweak some things, and nobody would have been mad. I don't think people would have been mad. People from SMU would have been mad. People that root for Indiana football would be mad.
So what you're saying is you didn't like Clemson and or SMU, but those were the two teams that played in the ACC championship. Those were the two best teams out of the ACC. So how can that be gotten more right? I understand your thoughts about Bama and South Carolina. No doubt. At a minimum, South Carolina should have been in there, no doubt. But if the ACC and the two teams that played for the title in the ACC can't have those two teams represent in the top 12, then how do you get it right?
I don't know. They need to figure out something. Hell, we can put a man on the moon. They can figure this out. They can figure this out. We allegedly can put a man on the moon.
You don't believe that, though.
We allegedly can put a – no, that's what they tell us. They tell us they put a man on the moon in 1969, even though 50-something years later we still can't figure out how to do it. But they put a man on the moon back in 1969. We can figure out this college football playoffs.
And when the ship got to the moon back in the 40s, there was someone there already with the camera to take the picture of them coming out.
Right. There was somebody already on the moon. Evidently, we teleported somebody onto the moon to take the video of the guys getting off the spaceship. Apollo something or whatever, 10 or 9 or whatever the case may be.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Ball award, though, to Notre Dame, they looked the best out of this weekend. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that they played a very, very weak team in relative terms in Indiana. They look good this weekend. They look good this weekend. So I think that's going to be very interesting to see in this next round coming up.
Ohio State and Notre Dame clearly looked like they were the best. I saw a few signs of Penn State having some players, but again, Ohio State and Notre Dame clearly the crown jewels in the 12-team playoffs this postseason.
Yeah, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. We're going to read chat later on in today's show. Get your ballers and your busters. Arlie coming on with the entertainment report. A lot of stuff we got to get to. Man.
This past weekend, the wife and I celebrated 17 years of marriage, man.
Oh, man. Congratulations, man.
17 years of marriage, man. No, thank you. Thank you, studio audience. Y'all are awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all. No, please take your seats. Take your seats, guys. Take your seats. Laziest.
What'd y'all do?
Went to a Mexican spot, had a couple of margaritas, man, and some good Mexican food. Came home and went to sleep, man. Went to church, had the Christmas program at church. Yeah.
How does having a Mexican dinner coincide with 17 years of marriage?
In Columbus, man, the nice restaurants typically aren't open on Sunday. Okay. It's the craziest thing ever. You might be able to get a brunch at a preferred establishment, but in the evenings on Sunday, things in Columbus are shut down, man. So we went to church, and after church, I came home and made breakfast, and after that, me and the wife went and did some Christmas stuff in the streets, and I said, babe, look, that Mexican restaurant right there is open. We went and had a couple of margaritas, man, and ate some Mexican food, and came home and got into bed, man.
So margaritas, tequila, that doesn't bother you in the next day, in the morning?
No. I can drink tequila and whiskey all day long, and I won't have a hangover in the morning. I will not.
Yeah, the problem with tequila for me, man, is next morning I'm really not in a good mood. I feel like Frankenstein kind of.
Yeah, then you got to stay clear of that.
Yeah.
Man, Ty Davidson sent me a happy anniversary message with $5 attached to it, man. Can we talk about what took place on this platform on Thursday, man?
Yes, we need to, man. We need to. Blessings. We were bestowed all of these great blessings from the listeners. I think it had something to do with the fact that it was the holiday season and people felt like giving joy to the stews and the hard work that we put on every Monday and Thursday morning. And we got a lot of donations, a ton of donations. Thank you, everybody that donated to the show through YouTube TV or through YouTube, the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, man. We can't say thank you enough.
Blind Squirrel Sports at Blind Squirrel Sports. What is it, Mr. International? We appreciate you, brother. Everybody came through big. Zai show some love. Penn Troy, holler at you folks. Mm-hmm. So man, y'all were outstanding. A few folks have done that again this morning. We really, really appreciate all the love and everything that everybody's doing. We really, really, really appreciate it, man.
Baller award to Lamar Jackson.
Thank you.
3 touchdown passes, 1 interception, which wasn't his fault. Yep. The receiver stopped on the route. 3 touchdown passes, 1 interception. I think that takes him to 37 or 38 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions. Yep. Okay? Ball award to him. And on the same side, Josh Allen, mediocre day. Really didn't do a lot. And I'm trying to pull up his stats right now, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. He threw 1 touchdown pass. Go ahead.
Yep, I got him right here, man. He was 16 for 29, 154 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Now,
Ray, repeat that to me one more time.
16 for 29, 154 yards.
16 for 29. That's not a good percentage. That's not a good percentage. Go ahead. Go ahead.
154 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, and he got sacked 1 time.
Okay, so this thing somehow goes back and forth every other week. People forget about what happened 4 or 5 weeks in a row, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, Lamar don't do it.
So
Lamar,
now,
Lamar don't have games like Josh just had, man.
so is Lamar back in the front in the driver's seat for the MVP of the NFL or what? I don't know how this works.
You would think he is. Again, that's an award that is given at the end of the year. Has nothing to do with teams that get into the postseason. Yeah, you would think after the appearances that they both showed on yesterday's games that Lamar's back to being the front runner.
Yeah, I think we got a meme showing exactly what he did yesterday or this past weekend. Lamar Jackson, phenomenal game by him, and he seemingly does that every single weekend.
Yep.
He seemingly does that every single weekend. So ball award to him, man, and ball award to the Baltimore Ravens. They get a big win this past weekend as well. So good stuff, real good stuff.
You saw the meme just now. Lamar Jackson is also mere 109 yards away from passing the great Michael Vick when it comes to his overall rushing yards. And Lamar's going to have another 6-7 years to play. So he's going to obliterate the NFL quarterback rushing yards. He's going to obliterate it. To a point where we'll never see anyone come close to that again.
And you know what, man?
It's amazing what's going on and what's happening right now in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson and the way he's playing the quarterback position.
I think I've said it before, but I want to say it out there again. I want it for public record, okay? Unless the Atlanta Falcons can pull off a miracle and get to the Super Bowl, which doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They look like they might even make the playoffs. They're winning the division right now. But chances are the Falcons won't make it to the Super Bowl and win it, okay? Unless the Falcons can make it to the Super Bowl, I am warning. All I want for Christmas is a Ravens-Eagles Super Bowl. That's all I want for Christmas. Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson, okay? A dual threat quarterback guaranteed to win the Super Bowl. All right. That's all I want for Christmas. I don't want nothing else. I'm good if I can get the Eagles and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Speaking of Jalen Hurts, the Eagles took a loss yesterday, sir.
Yeah.
They lost to the Washington Commanders 36-33. Jalen Hurts ended up leaving the game, taking a hit, got concussed, and was out. Mm-hmm. Kenny Pickett came in and went 14 for 24, 143 yards, but wasn't what the Eagles needed. And the Commanders, led by Jaden Daniels, who threw for 260 yards and 5 TDs, won the game in Washington.
Ball award to him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This Jaden Daniels kid, my goodness. I'm not sure how much of that game you watched. That was one of the games that had my preferred viewing. But
wait, why did it have your preferred viewing? Just because the game?
I had a couple of dollars on the Eagles.
Yeah, I figured.
And you notice I said the Eagles, so I chose the wrong way. Eagles had total control of that game, and Jaden Daniels just woke up, started playing, couldn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I'm impressed with the Jaden Daniels kid, man. Their future, the Commanders' future, is really, really bright behind that kid's arm.
Oh, absolutely.
And his mobility.
Absolutely. Looks. You talk about those guys earlier that you mentioned with all this experience, man. Jaden Daniels, he looks like a 10-year vet. I mean, doesn't make rookie mistakes.
He's another one of the kids that went to LSU and started playing. Did he play as a freshman also? I think he was similar to Joe, redshirt freshman.
Well, he didn't play. Remember, he transferred to LSU. He was at Arizona State when he first got into college.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely does not play like a rookie, like a rookie should be playing.
Yeah, he's calm and composed in that thing, man.
A ball award to the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you for the Atlanta Falcons faithful. Thank you for beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 26-24. And they really don't have anything to play for. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they played inspired yesterday. Cooper Rush, 26 for 35, 292 yards, no turnovers, did have one interception or one passing touchdown as they get the big win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on yesterday as well. So thank you so much for that. And huge loss by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that the Dallas Cowboys can get a win, even though their season is the pits right now.
Can I ask you what the Dallas Cowboys are doing, sir? Can I ask you how Are they not focused on the two missions? One is to win the Super Bowl, and the minute you realize you're not even going to get a chance to play for the Super Bowl, that is to lose every game to get the highest draft pick. What are the Dallas Cowboys trying to do, man?
I mean, but you always talk about how, players don't throw games.
Right, but that's why it has to come from upstairs.
I see what you're saying.
That's why there's certain players like Micah Parsons that shouldn't be on the field right now. What has Micah Parsons got to gain by being on the field right now for the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, but they can't be blatant about it and sit their starters and their superstar players.
Okay, that's
almost like that thing in the NBA where these guys are what do they call it? What do they call it when the starters, even though they're not hurt, they sit them?
Load management.
Right. That's like that load management crap. People pay their hard-earned money to come see the stars. You sit down, Michael Parsons, and you got a darn boycott, man. If he's not hurt. Don't you agree?
Well, I agree 100%, man. But again, that's why, coaches can put players on the injury report when they're injured. Mm-hmm. If Parsons is injured, then, if he's got an oblique situation he's dealing with that we didn't realize was a pulled oblique, then he can't play. Just saying, man.
And he probably wants to play too, though.
I agree.
Management could try something like that, and then Michael Parsons get in front of a camera, in front of a microphone, and say he's some of a bitch's line. I'm perfectly fine. Then the team, the ownership getting fined millions of dollars. That won't work, man.
Up next with your boys, the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. We'll spend some time with the Arlie Wood Report. The Two Live Stews Entertainment Report done by Arlie, great Arlie Wood. She'll pull up on us, talk to us about all the good stuff that's going on in the world of entertainment. And we'll get back to Ballers and Busters. We'll read more chat, and there's more donations coming through by the end of the year. Y'all are truly in the holiday spirit, and we will take the time to thank you all accordingly. Whatever do, y'all keep it locked to the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience with your boys Doug and Ryan Stewart.
Yeah.
When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right. So shouts out to my man Lavrell as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right. The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, now joined by Arlie Michelle.
Look at Arlie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, boy.
Jingle your bells, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Good morning, Arlie. How was your weekend?
It was great. It was great. I didn't do much of anything. I'm still down here in the boot. Skipped over to Mississippi right quick and had a cocktail with my line sister and came on back.
Hey, I wanted to read one message, one text message, and I meant to mention this the other day from Chuck D. He says, Arlie, you set Cuddy up in the Christmas prayer movie. Shame on you. Do you know the reference, Cuddy? What do you? What? Okay.
Of course, you know the reference.
I did.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
let's
she
be
didn't see
clear.
The Wire. Go ahead.
I did not see The Wire because I didn't have HBO at the time that The Wire was on. But I started trying to watch it from the beginning, and everybody, I knew who that was because when we went to the table read for the movie, I was like, well, I of course knew him from being on a what's the show? Oh God, it's a football show now. American. Well, he plays he plays the daddy for the dude on old people problems this morning. But y'all know the show I'm talking about. It's on TV. Anyway, they're still playing American football or something. The little boy that played football, named Spencer. I know all the people names, can't think of the show.
Okay.
Anyway, he was on there. I was like, oh, and so I of course go looking up all the stuff. I was like, oh my God, that's the dude from The Wire.
So if people aren't caught up with the story, we were talking about Arlie in this Christmas movie called A Christmas Prayer.
Thank you, Adrian Williams, All American.
It's actually on Tubi. I think no, was it Tubi or
I don't. Well, I
watched it on Tubi.
You did?
Yeah.
I
keep wanting to say Tubi. I think it might be on Tubi, but it's on another channel. I watched it on. But anyway, Cuddy from The Wire is Arlie's love interest. It's a long story. But Cuddy from The Wire is co-starring in this movie with Arlie. It was great. I meant to tell you that the other day when I brought it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They really had to pull me from a deep place.
Deep place. You did an outstanding job.
Yeah, you went deep on him.
Because I'm not the celebrity and Cuddy is. And when I tell y'all, he is the most generous, genuine actor. I mean, he was very concerned about are you okay? Because they're like, okay, we gotta do that again. Y'all, it's hard to run. Running funny is easy every single time, but running, it was rough. So he was very, very sweet. He was so nice.
Ollie, let's get to your entertainment report, the last one of the year.
Yes, y'all. Merry Christmas to all the dogs and poodles, Stew Nation out there. It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, with the last Arliewood report of the year. Y'all know how we do it. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday out there to all the dogs and poodles out there celebrating birthdays at the end of this month. Also, to R&B singer best known for singing with Now Coming In with the Temptations. He is 60 today. His name is Terry Evans. Happy birthday to Darren Brand of the Wilding Out fame. He's 36. December 24th, we have director Lee Daniels, who will be 65. He looks good. He look good. New York Jets wide receiver Devontae Adams will be 32. We have a host of other birthdays that are coming through. So all those birthdays that we will miss because we'll be celebrating with our families or doing whatever it is we do. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday to you. Well, first up, just call him Pastor Denzel. Denzel Washington, the famous with the walk. Because when Denzel walks, he's taking you somewhere, baby. He has taken a big step in cementing his faith. The Oscar winner, Mr. Superstar himself, has recently been baptized. He is literally now a minister. One of those is welcome, you've been baptized. The other one is you are now a minister. So he can perform all these ministerial duties. He was given this from the Kelly Temple Church of God in Christ in New York City just this past Saturday. And he'll be able to, y'all want him to do your wedding or whatever it is.
So he didn't finish seminary school. He's been ordained to do weddings and to pray over people and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna have his own church or anything.
Not that I know of, but if Denzel to the church, everybody going. I mean, people gonna switch their faith because it's Church of God in Christ, which is a different denomination of church, and people gonna be there. Somebody wrote in the captions, "Oh, if he doing a service, I'm going," because they just love his voice or they think it's gonna be. They've heard him.
Can you imagine all of the lines that he's memorized and all of the drama and the great performances that he puts forth and putting that into a sermon?
What was the movie that he was blind and we didn't realize he was blind the entire movie, but he recited the Bible a lot of the Bible the entire movie. Y'all remember that movie?
Was it The Book According to Somebody? Eli.
Yes, the book. Yes, the book of Eli. Yes,
The book of Eli. Right.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, he know the word now. He know the word.
Yeah.
And for him to get on stages night after night when he was doing Broadway, you have to know that stuff. That's not another take. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and people have talked about him saying he's gonna retire and all that. And there was some actress who's like, I'm never gonna let him retire after this Gladiator 2 movie. And so maybe he's trying to prepare. He's gonna be like Pastor Mason Betha, and get him a church.
Yeah. What's up with Denzel in this? Denzel's got a uniform. His uniform is a t-shirt, some baggy ass pants, and some sneakers. Y'all notice that?
Well, I'm surprised he don't wear Tim's because he's from New York, son. He's straight New York, son. I'm surprised it's not Tim, son.
I mean, but even in this ceremony that they had, he didn't have on a suit and some Stacy's. Like, he had on this t-shirt, some baggy pants, and some sneakers in the middle of the church. I thought it's very interesting. Let me put it like that.
I think I'm just rich and I don't care.
Maybe that's it. He's rich.
Dressed like Shaq. He dressed like Shaq. Whenever you see Shaq, all he got is this phone in his hand and a t-shirt on. He dressed like Shaq.
Just
He got so much money, you ain't got to walk around with nothing.
Oh man, when I saw that story in the pictures yesterday, man, I was like, man, this is so dope. I went to church yesterday. Ollie know I went to church yesterday.
Right.
I went to church yesterday. I went to church yesterday, and I saw that story when I was coming out of church. I was like, man, this is a blessing, man. Denzel, he gonna be able to reach a lot of people and give the word that may not have accepted the word before. I love it.
100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, sometimes but if you're called, it's not for me to say you're not called. But I know folks who the Lord did not call, and they not right. But I love Denzel. I love me some Denzel. I always remember the way Whitley said it. Denzel. So shout out to Denzel, his wife Paula, his beautiful children, your daddy a preacher, and now people gonna want him to do the wedding. Yes, who else? Guess who just got engaged, y'all?
Oh boy.
Dwight Howard engaged to Amy Luciani, known for her appearance on season 11 of MTV's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They got engaged the other day, and they've been dating secretly, according to what she says. I was enjoying so much of our public eye, of being out of the public eye, but here we are. Thank you for bringing me back to the word. Anything I say or fuss about, first thing you say is, did you pray about it? And she realized she hadn't been praying much lately, but I prayed real deep on Thursday, not knowing 2 days later, God would send me a Bible-toting tattoo giant with the same heart as me. Thank you, she added. Now,
all right.
Dwight Howard is very
Doug,
confusing.
Doug, don't. Doug, don't.
What?
Doug, don't. Ollie, go ahead. Please continue.
Doug, do what you doing, Doug.
Doug, don't. Ollie, please continue.
Go, Doug.
Go ahead, Ollie.
Thank you. Please,
I was
Ollie.
just going to say that y'all recall in July of this year, a gentleman by the name of Stephen Harford filed a civil suit against him, alleging that he had Dwight Howard.
Ollie, don't.
Dwight Howard has sexually assaulted him, and of course, the judge, Dwight said it was consensual adult, so the case was later, dismissed, and with prejudice, meaning you can't bring this case back. Sometimes they will dismiss it without prejudice, meaning you can come back and bring that suit again, but this time he can't bring that suit.
Dwight didn't say you're lying, nothing happened. What did he say, Ollie?
Dwight said it was consensual sexual activity between two adults. He said he did order the Uber. He did bring him over there. They did agree to have sex. And what Dwight's lawyer was like, he just didn't want to do it with you no more. Get over it, Mr. Harper. That's exactly what his lawyer said.
Dwight Howard is Atlanta royalty.
He is.
We almost got a fight on him on a flight back to Atlanta.
I would not fight him. His wingspan is ridiculous.
he couldn't take both of us, though, Ollie.
Nigga got a wingspan on him now.
He couldn't take both of us, though.
It'd be like a windmill throwing the punches.
I mean, did y'all see him on Dancing with the Stars? He's just like a tree.
Nah, he couldn't take two stews. Maybe one stew, but not two. Hell
y'all gonna have to go at
way.
the same time. Y'all can't do like the movies with one goal and then get knocked out.
We know how to handle it. Don't worry about it. We know how to handle it. We know how to handle it.
We got routines.
Right. I heard about them Stewart brothers.
Yeah, shit. Whatever.
So congratulations to Dwight Howard. I personally don't know if it's a I don't know what it is because, and everybody, the funny part is now when you see something, you go straight to the comments. And of course, comments aren't even about that assault suit. They're about her. They're like, stop calling her a rapper. She ain't no rapper. What song did she do? So I'm not trying to come for her either because them girls on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they throw hands. And I don't want my hands. I don't feel like that ain't my gift.
You don't want your hands thrown?
No. And I don't want to have to throw none. There's some people I don't have my routine like y'all.
Oh, you a lady. You a lady. You ain't trying to fight nobody.
Right. Right. I am not. So congratulations to Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani. We'll see what happens if they going down that aisle because he has 5 children, and I'm sure, we all thought he was gonna marry Reese, but he opted otherwise. So congratulations to them. Now, this is some get back. This story is some get back for Janet Jackson. I know she's somewhere giggling as all are giggling. The other day in a concert in Nashville, because Justin Timberlake is on his Forever Tomorrow tour, I think it's called, and he got trapped in his little harness. And when I say little, of course, you run to the comments to see what the people say. And folks are like, Brittany, we see why you left. And, oh, look at the little guy. Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake is in a harness, as you see on the left, with the lighter, shorter shirt. And he could not get the harness. It's wrapped around his what y'all call that on here? We call Nutsie. What y'all call?
Well, I mean,
y'all don't probably talk about it, I guess.
We don't really talk about it, but that would be a pee-pee.
Pee-pee and testicles are acceptable, so it's okay.
His pee-pee is trapped somehow, and it makes it look very tiny, like minuscule. Y'all don't even see it, see, huh? But the next concert when he was in Kansas City, he had a longer shirt. So my joke was, now you see it, now you don't.
You don't.
But you didn't never see it. That was the whole running joke. You never saw it, like over there. So it is a wardrobe malfunction, similar to the one he had in 2004 with Janet Jackson, when then Viacom put the onus on her, like she took her own boobie out. All the men in the world were happy about the boobie out for the 9.16 seconds that it was out. 9/16 of a second that it was out.
I have never, ever forgiven him for that. He basically sold Janet down the river.
He did.
He sold her out. Janet's career was never the same after that.
Nope.
That was a bookmark from where she was hot before and then after she was not. And that thing was planned.
Well,
the whole thing at the Super Bowl was planned.
Why wouldn't that make it more hot? Typically, when someone shows some skin like that, their numbers go off the charts.
Well, it wasn't 2024.
Nope.
We weren't at the point in time. We weren't at the point in time where everybody's getting naked on the interweb. That was before its time as far as nakedness in a public viewing. And Timberlake did not take any responsibility when clearly it was planned. They talked about it. All the criticism came down on Janet, and Timberlake was quiet. He should have made a statement. We planned it. Obviously, I was part of this. He never did that. He let Janet just get pummeled in the media, roasted in the media.
I remember.
And I've never forgiven him for that.
I remember. We talked about it for a while.
And of course, Viacom ended up kind of blacklisting her for a while. That episode or that incident was the reason for us having the 5-second delay in live TV, because they wanted to make sure they could catch something like that before it went out live to the world. And they made it seem like, because, she's much more of a provocative dancer and all that kind of stuff, not nearly what they're doing now, not even close to the stuff they're doing now, like the Sexy Reds and the people, but she ended up just having such a horrible thing. So all the comments, people were like, I bet Janet giggling right now, because he was caught in a compromising position. But because his was not like on national TV, it was at a concert. It was a viewer from the concert, or one of the concert goers, who video recorded, like, he kept trying to like fix it and pull it down, but it wouldn't go. So now everybody gets to comment on his welcome to the world package, or lack thereof.
Little tallywhacker.
His tally, that's where I was like, this called something. My god grandmother calls it a skeeter worm.
A skeeter worm. Damn.
Calls them polydoodles and skeeter worms. The polydoodle is my part. The skeeter worm is y'all's part. She always say you have to keep your polydoodle. You got to keep your polydoodle clean. I don't know why it's a polydoodle. She's 90-some years old. She cannot have been able to explain to me why that's what it is.
She can call it whatever she wanted. 90 years old.
It's what you want it to be.
Outstanding job, Wally. We really appreciate it.
Merry Christmas to you. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. I hope you're safe and sound wherever you are. I hope you love on family. If you're missing family this holiday season, think of fond memories, and we will see y'all on the other side.
So quick story while Ollie here. We can share this. I think this is funny.
We're going to share it, Doug.
We're going to share it. So yesterday I go to Impact and there's a young lady that's singing.
Impact is the house of the Lord for those who don't know.
Impact is the church we go to.
Impact Church, doing church differently. We do it differently.
And there's a young lady singing, and I mean this woman is absolutely gorgeous. So I hit Ollie up and I says, this young lady singing. I mean,
who's this?
Who is this lady? And tell me she's at least over 45. Ollie said the woman is like 28 years old. I said, well, damn, can you introduce me to her mama?
Right. He literally said it. What her mama look like?
What her mama look like? What her mama look like? Because I knew she was bordering. I was just hoping she was like over 40 something.
28 is legal. It's not like she's 21.
No.
It's a grown ass woman at 28.
Nah,
she's 30 something. She's like early 30s because, and Doug, I forgot to say her parents just bought her a brand new Jaguar SUV. Y'all can go ride in her Spellman Blue Jaguar.
Okay, don't give the name out of anybody. I don't want everybody to Google this lady and then start inboxing her. Doug Stewart is some type of perv. You could be your granddaddy.
Old freak.
Right.
She is really beautiful. But what's so funny, this just goes to show Doug don't pay attention. She sings up there almost every week.
Right, I knew it.
Well, maybe she just jumped out at me because she was doing like a solo by herself, and it wasn't a solo. She had another. I'm giving too much information. People are going to impact on who I'm talking about.
Rel Scott says you can't date a girl the same age as your daughters. Exactly right.
Good.
Yeah, that's
true. That's true.
Right. No, I backed off. I wanted the mama number after that.
You did.
Outstanding job and Merry Christmas, Ollie. All right.
Thank you, Ollie.
See you later. All right. Up next in the Dog with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Last 48. No top 5 today. We're going to use that time to blast some chat. Money coming through again. We got to give
you don't under this top 5 anyway. You're down 5-3. You don't want.
That's nothing. That's two.
This.
That's two top 5s, and I'm right back in there. That's nothing.
Start the new year off on a good foot, man, with the top 5s.
We wanted to give the people that time this morning. That's all. We wanted to give that time to the people.
Yeah.
Y'all keep it locked. Last 48 up next, and your chat messages will be read. Keep it locked to your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, and the Two Live Stews Experience.
We have our new advertising rate sheet available. The Two Live Stews have a current reach of 50,000 people.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Here's the big thing about it. If we advertise your business, you got to remember, this is pretty much forever. It's in perpetuity. Because these videos are streamed and you can watch it over and over, and people can watch what we did 6 months ago and they're still going to see your advertisement. Okay?
It's
constant. All right? So, internet-based or Atlanta-based businesses, just going to shoot you real. I mean, if you're in Arizona and you got a brick and mortar, we probably can't help you a lot, to be honest with you. Now, if you want to advertise the show just to show some love, that's cool. But an Atlanta-based business and internet-based business, check us out. Email us, okay? sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Here, your sponsorship packages starting at $75. And you're getting a lot of value from $75. In the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, we got 40,000 people, okay? So you got 4 different levels. Level 1, $75, and really, it's still great because, once again, perpetuity. F with your boys. Okay? So if you're interested, email us. We'll send you this rate sheet, the packages, and advertise your business right here on the Two Live Stews.
I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
Get an opportunity to go lead young men in your community where I grew up, watching this team. And I wanted them to be assured that they wanted me as the head coach with no experience, but I got what it takes. I got all the right people around me, and I'm ready to embark on a new journey.
Oh, man.
It's your boy Mike Vick coming back talking about his new position as head coach of the Norfolk State. They're not Tigers. Norfolk State is the Spartans. It's your boys Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews, and the Two Live Stews Experience. Our last Two Live Stews Experience of 2024. Wishing you all a happy, Merry Christmas, and looking forward to seeing you in the new year. You raised your hand a second ago.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that Michael Vick clip, but I got to tell people, man, who are we talking about? The SCSU, South Carolina State University Atlanta Alumni Chapter, Winterfest Gala, South Carolina State University Bulldogs HBCU Unity event. This will be a premier event in the city. When is it? Saturday, January 11th. 2025 in Atlanta, Georgia, 7:30 p.m. Where's it going to be at? It's going to be at the Atlanta Metropolitan State College, 1630 Metropolitan Parkway, Atlanta, Georgia. Action. Here's the action. We need you to buy your tickets. Your donation of $125 will allow the SCSU Atlanta chapter to raise significant funds for our current students and those planning to attend South Carolina State University. Join us for a night of partying with a purpose. That's the great Tom Joyner used to say, SCSU Bulldog style. Again, that's Saturday, January 11th, 7:30 p.m., Winterfest Gala. Get your tickets at scsuatlbulldogs.org. That's scsuatlbulldogs.org. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. I'm going to be there. That's what's up. I'm going to be there.
Shouts out to the good folks at South Carolina State, man.
Absolutely. You just saw Michael Vick commenting for the first time that I've seen on getting the head coaching job at Norfolk State. He grew up 20 miles from Norfolk State University. And what I see is a man that's been humbled that God has really given him another chance. I mean, we all know the story. People that are negative and don't like the guy and, want to use that as an opportunity to continue to throw darts at him are going to, they're going to do just that. But that man is grateful. That man has done everything the right way ever since his issues with the law. And I'm just happy for the guy, man. I'm just happy for the guy.
I think my heart is really into teaching, the game of football. Like mentioned that to Adam Schefter back in 2017 on a podcast when Schefter was interviewing him. And he said, I feel like I've learned so much from so many great coaches over the years. I don't want to bottle it up, all that knowledge, and I really want to relay that message on to the youth and to high school kids. He sees that he can be a benefit to them at that age. I'm excited for him. I think he'll have success. I think when you've got a name as huge as his, it's going to make it easy to recruit. And everything I'm reading says that they're building new facilities. They got a boatload of money, some $50+ million to do what they need to do. They're going to put the right staff around them. I'm very excited about what this opportunity is going to do for Michael Vick and for his future. Very excited.
Last 48. These are the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Tree, roll them out. Roll them out. Wow. This was a big shock yesterday on my social media timeline.
It's just 65 too. I mean, that's not old. That's not old.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson, the Major League Baseball's all-time stolen base leader, died at the age of 65. He played the last of his 25 Major League seasons for the Los Angeles Dodgers. That was, and I haven't heard any explanation on how he died. But just sad, man. 65 years old. He's one of those. That's one of those guys where we always talk about how. Remember Joe Paterno? Shortly after he retired, he died like the next year.
Yeah.
It almost seems like that Ricky Jackson. He loved baseball so much that man played till he was very, very old in relative terms.
So Birdman 22 says, not Birdman, BRD Man 22 says pneumonia. Said it was pneumonia.
Wow. So rest in peace to the great Ricky Henderson. Greatest base stealer in the history of baseball. Rest in peace to him.
Yep.
I think we talked about this a little bit earlier, but Lamar Jackson chasing history, one step closer to greatness. He's now 109 yards away from passing Michael Vick. And as you said when we talked about this before, sir, he's got another 6-7 years. And I mean, probably or possibly longer than that, because remember when Jordan at the end of his career, and yeah, I'm comparing the dude to Michael Jordan. Remember at the end of Jordan's career, he didn't have the lift. He couldn't dunk and get to the basket like he used to, but he had acquired the killer turnaround jumper.
Right. I was about to say. Yeah.
And the way
fill that thing up.
The way Lamar is passing the football right now, he's going to have a couple years at the end of his career where the focus is going to be on passing. Right. He's going to squeeze out a couple more years by just being able to pass the football. He is that good and efficient right now in throwing the ball.
Yep. Shout out to you.
All right, next one, Tree. And I just thought, what do you think happened at the end of the night with these two guys, right?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. These cats hanging out in Vegas. Oh my gosh, it's not good.
So that's the great Ric Flair and Mike Tyson, who both have very, very interesting stories about some of the wild times they had at their peak in their heyday. I can only imagine what went down at the end of this night, and they're both smoking something that appears to be marijuana. If you can go back to the picture one more time, it looks like they got some types of joints.
Well, are they cigars?
No, they look rolled up.
And of course, Mike's got his own marijuana brand or brand that he represents and markets. So yeah, they're probably high as a kite. It looks like a good night right there. To be with Rick and Mike in Vegas. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That sounds like fun.
Next meme tree, and you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience. This is just the stats on Michael Penix. 18 for 27, 202 yards, one interception.
Very excited.
The interception was not his fault.
Nope.
It was the tight end's fault, who
Pitts.
Joe talked about, Michael Pitts.
Kyle Pitts
just can't get out of his own way, man.
No. I really see Penix Jr. having 5 or 6 more completions. Balls are dropped all over the place. And Pitts' interception really should have been a score. So I'm very excited. I knew he would do well. I loaded up on that game. I knew he would do well. I knew he would come in there and have a presence. I knew he would move the pocket. I knew he would throw the ball better. I knew he would make decisive decisions. He showed us what a healthy Michael Penix Jr. can do.
Right.
Because remember, the last few times we've seen him, he's been playing with injuries. So I'm very excited about the Falcons and their future. Terry Fontenot should be very, very happy.
All right, next one, Tree. And you're watching 2 Live Stews Experience. I think we got one more. Oh, we actually got 2 more, I think. The 2025 college football playoff. Yep. We just had Tennessee and Ohio State. This is actually dated, and I apologize. So Ohio State's taking on Oregon.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's talk about it real quick. You got number 6 playing number 3 Penn State. Penn State and Boise State will go at it. Mm-hmm. Texas versus Arizona State, Ohio State versus Oregon, and Notre Dame plays Georgia.
This is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. This is my fault. Go back to it. They got Alabama in there. That's projected. That's a projected meme, and that's something that I sent forward. They got Alabama in it. They've also got Georgia playing Indiana. This is projected. Totally apologize. This is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. I think we got one more.
Well, what I was mentioning was right, and I did ask you a question if you wanted to answer.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Penn State versus Boise State. You give Boise State a chance versus Penn State.
No.
Texas versus Arizona State. You give Arizona State a chance versus Texas.
No.
Okay.
And Arizona State's the higher seed.
Yes, Arizona State's number 4.
Yeah.
And Boise State's the higher seed also in the Penn State game.
They got the bye. Right.
Okay. Ohio State versus Oregon. Oregon's number 1 seed. Ohio State's number 8. Just whooped up on Tennessee. You give Ohio State a chance versus Oregon.
Coin toss.
Okay.
That's a coin toss.
I don't think so.
You think Oregon over Ohio State?
The speed that Oregon has is ridiculous.
Ohio State looked good to me too the other night as well.
Yeah,
I talked about how good Penn State and Notre Dame looked.
Yeah. Okay. And lastly, man, Notre Dame and Georgia. I think this would be a tough one to call.
This is
I
a
think the
coin
other
toss
three.
as well.
I think the other three are easier, and this Notre Dame and Georgia game is a huge game. I think it's going to be a harder one to call.
Coin toss, another coin toss. Mentioned how good Notre Dame looked this past weekend. They look very, very good. They look very, very
They
polished.
established the line of scrimmage that can move the ball. They're dominating the offensive line of scrimmage and the defensive line of scrimmage.
And you're watching the two out. And you're watching the 2 hour students experience. I think we have one more meme in the last 48. Peach cobbler, and this is perfect because it's the holiday season. Peach cobbler, banana pudding, red velvet cake, or sweet potato pie. One gotta go. One gotta go. One gotta go. Which one you getting rid of? I mean, it's easy for me. I don't really.
You're not a red velvet fan.
I'm not a red velvet fan.
Yeah, Mom makes a great red velvet.
I don't understand that. They just throw a bunch of red, food coloring in the cake batter. That's not cool, man.
As Ollie shakes her head, no, that's not what it is.
Ollie, jump on for a second. Let's get Ollie's opinion on this too. And you're watching 2 hour students experience.
She's a cook and she can bake.
I bake a mean red velvet every holiday, and I lick the bowl until I am almost diabetic. So, because I love cake batter. It is not just red food coloring. It has, it has cocoa. It's like a chocolate based. Did you not know that?
Yeah, that's true. But there's a lot of red. The red dye is true though, too, right?
It is red food coloring, but that's not. It don't have food coloring. Don't have no flavor.
True.
Red velvet has a cocoa flavor.
I guess it just freaks me out.
I could get rid of the banana pudding because they're gonna give it to me at another holiday. Because you usually only get like the peach pie. I mean the peach. Well, I probably
sweet potato pie.
I used to get sweet potato. That's when you get or sweet potato or pecan pie. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna try to mix the two this holiday. A sweet potato pecan pie.
Sir, what about you? Which one got to go?
The peach cobbler can go.
Okay,
the cobbler
got to go.
I don't have to have cobbler. If I have the cake and the peach and the sweet potato pie, I'm good. I mean, I'm so close to diabetic, Lord. I can't just eat all that.
If one of them got to go, man, I'm guessing the red velvet because I love banana pudding.
We brothers.
And I love sweet potato pie, and I love the peach cobbler. That crust on that peach cobbler, I could just eat the crust all day long.
The crust on the peach cobbler is the bomb. You're exactly right, sir. We must be brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peach cobbler is the shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And last one. Yesterday was the 20-year anniversary of when Brother Muzone and Omar killed Stringer Bell, man. That was shocking. That was shocking because he was one of the biggest characters in the whole series at that time.
Now, part of The Wire's greatness is the fact that they would kill a star every episode.
They'd kill a star in a minute.
I mean, really.
They kill a star with no real good explanation.
Right.
They would just because that's how the game. They always talked about it being the game. That's how the game was.
Right.
You remember the most shocking thing ever, man? Maybe when the little boy, I can't remember the little boy name. Somebody will put it in the chat. The little boy killed Omar. Like 1 second he in there buying a pack of cigarettes, the next second he's climbing Jacob's ladder. What was the little boy name that killed Omar in the store? Somebody will tell us.
Oh God.
God, and the boy was bad. He was real bad. He was a menace.
Julius 35. Oh, Kennard. Everybody's saying Kennard. Yeah.
Hulk ass Kennard just up and kill Omar.
Yeah. Great series. This is the time of year where I watch some of The Wire. I'll watch like a whole season throughout the course of this break somehow. Outstanding, man. I still one of my favorite series of all time.
I'm contemplating going back and watching it again for probably the 6th or 7th time.
Yeah.
I thought about it the other day, but I'm like, I'm gonna find another series to watch. I'm not gonna go back and do it again because I pretty much. I mean, I know everything about The Wire, man. All of the storylines.
Can I ask you a question, man? And this is going to come out of left field. Let me see if I can find a game real quick.
And you're watching the 2 Lost Stews experience.
Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, 2 Lost Stews. On yesterday, the Vikings found a way to win another ball game. Okay, They beat Seattle Seahawks 27-24. Sam Darnold, 22 for 35, 246 yards and 3 TDs. If you're the Minnesota Vikings, what do you do with Sam Darnold, man?
Well, they're
I
gonna
know
have
this
to
is
pay
out
him.
of, I know this
mean,
is
as far
out of
as
left field.
You mean as far as a contract?
Right, because he's on like a 1-year deal, and they just drafted J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy got hurt in the preseason, or was it first game of the season? So Sam Darnold got pushed into the starting role, and he's done exceptionally well. The Vikings have won 13 freaking games. They're 13-2.
You got to find a deal for McCarthy. You can't let Sam Darnold go.
You drafted him to be the future, and Sam Darnold's been Sam Darnold for a decade now.
Yeah, but he's figured something
this
out.
Is hands down the best season Sam Darnold's had.
You play in the league. What do you think's gonna happen?
You can't let him go, man.
You can't let him go.
There's no way you can let him go after he's won 13 games.
Here's the thing about that.
Now, if they think that J.J. McCarthy will be able to do what he's done and maybe even better, or even a little bit worse, it's better to keep J.J. McCarthy because J.J. McCarthy is on a rookie deal for another 3 or 4 years.
They could probably find a deal for him, though.
They could save a boatload of money and build a team around McCarthy because of the lack of pay that he will be making. Sam Darnold's going to make no less than $40 million.
I mean, but when you got a quarterback that you can see is a good quarterback, you got to keep him. I talked about it yesterday on social media, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. The Drew Lock kid for the Giants,
I don't know why was he even out there.
He sucks. Yeah. I mean, if you find a good quarterback and has had the year that Sam Darnold has had, you can't let him go. You literally are held hostage by the fact that you've got a good quarterback. You can't let him go, and you have to pay him whatever the market is at the time.
I agree. So I don't know what you do with J.J. McCarthy. I don't know if you just keep him on the bench, but you got to find a way to give at least a Baker Mayfield deal, $35 to $40 million a year. That deal that what's the kid that just got cut by the Giants a while back? Who was the Giants' former starter that just got benched? Daniels. Yeah. You at least give him a deal like that. 4 years, $160 million, $40 million per year for 4 years. Mm-hmm. You cannot let Sam Darnold leave. You got to keep him right now, in my opinion.
And here's the thing about it, man. He's got the complexion for the protection.
No question.
Most quarterbacks would not have the opportunities that's been afforded Sam Darnold like he's had. And he's figured it out. He's gotten opportunity after opportunity, and he kind of fell into this, opportunity here with the Vikings because of injury, like you mentioned. But a lot of quarterbacks don't get to this point where they even considered the second string guy, having the opportunity to come off the bench if the starter gets hurt and have the ability to show that they've gotten better and that they're worthy to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Up next with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Your chat. We've got people that's dropping donations already saying happy Merry Christmas and all this other stuff. So we're going to talk about everybody that's done that already. Remind y'all about how incredibly insane things were on last Thursday when we got done. And we're going to read your chat. Mm-hmm. I'm also going to ask Doug, what's the best gift he's ever given someone?
That's right. Christmas is right around the corner.
I want you to think about that.
The best gift I've ever given someone.
Yeah, Brock Purdy, the San Francisco 49ers starting quarterback, just gave all of his offensive linemen an amazing gift. I'm going to talk about that and
it has to be around Christmas.
Well, it's a Christmas gift, yes.
Okay, yeah. I gave we'll talk about it when we come back from the break.
Y'all keep it locked to your boys. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews. In the Two Live Stews experience. Two Live Stews, that was that 2 minutes of funk. Got to welcome y'all back. And before we go any further, got to remind y'all about the good folks at the World Changers. Y'all give them a call at 919-764-4626. Change your finances. You'll change your freaking world. World Changers encompass 3 distinct platforms, each with unique focus, but sharing the common goal of creating positive change for individuals and communities. And if you get your money up, everything around your money will change. The World Changers Financial, as well as our good folks Laurel at World Changers, are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. When you learn what to do with that money, it can transform your life. 919-764-4626. Again, that's 919-764-4626. schedule a consultation with the good man Lavrell. 919-764-4626. World Changers, everybody. Change your money, change your life. By World Changers. Sir, I mentioned the best gift you've ever given someone before we went to that last break. The great Brock Purdy, who was looking for a payday, has given every last one of his offensive linemen, starters and backups, a pickup truck for Christmas.
He gave the backups a truck too?
Everybody got a truck.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Everybody got a pickup truck. I remember I remember quarterbacks giving out Isotona gloves and Rolex watches. This dude got everybody a truck and does not have his deal yet.
Well, surely that's some type of marketing deal, though.
Well, I didn't read that. I didn't read that the trucks were given to him to give to someone else. I didn't read that.
What kind of trucks were they? Like GMCs or something?
I mean, does it make a difference? It's the whole truck.
No, the reason
it's the whole truck. Are you trying to dumb down his gesture?
No, what I'm saying is it's very likely that he's got a truck deal through that company, and it's good advertisement for that company if he gives one of their trucks to his offensive lineman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out what kind of trucks they were.
But you asked me the best. What's the best gift you've given for Christmas?
It wasn't about me, man. It was more about you. I was just asking about you, man. It wasn't about me. It was more so about you, man. You know, it was more about you.
What do you mean by that?
No, I'm just saying I didn't want to talk about me and the gift that I gave. I was wanting to talk about, you, the best gift that you've probably given someone.
So
this is about me.
I'm guessing you're talking about the gift I bought the ex for her birthday. It wasn't for Christmas. Is that what you were referring to? Or am I?
Oh, no. Well, real quick, there was no hidden agenda behind my question.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to jam you up or put you in no situation. I was just curious to the best gift you've ever given someone. That's all. I can tell you're uncomfortable right now, and you don't need to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's just move on from it. Let's just move on from it.
Okay.
Tree, come on in, Tree. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you today?
We're fantastic.
Awesome.
Hey,
everybody.
It doesn't look like you worked out today. Your hair is all pristine and you look great, Tree. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Trying to be nice to me now. Ryan, I got you a Christmas gift while I'm here, by the way.
Oh, awesome, Tree. I really appreciate it.
I was just about to say, your little subtitle says you're still in the D. Tree is in the D.
Yep, always.
How long you gonna be up there?
I'm gonna come home tomorrow night.
Okay.
Before I put my glasses on, I thought it said Tree getting D, but I put my glasses on and I realized that it didn't say that.
You know good well it didn't say that.
No. You listen to her show, right? You watch her show, right?
Yeah.
Her show is about Tree seeking D. That's the whole show.
Very sexually provocative.
I watched the show.
I'm just Tree.
When is Tree getting the D? Come on, remind our listeners.
There's no show called Tree Getting the D yet, but we will come back next year, and we probably will bring some younger generations. I'm thinking Kayla's going to join me in the space, and that's going to be really good because I'm her mama.
The whole elasticity thing really freaks with my mind. We're not going to go over that now, but the whole elasticity thing is pretty deep. But
it's pretty deep.
Pretty deep.
Thank you.
Wait, pause. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to.
But you did.
Never mind.
But you did. Douglas, I really want to know about the gift. Could you go ahead and share what it was?
I thought Ryan was. Go ahead.
I know you to be cheap, so I really want to know about this gift.
No, I thought Ryan was referring to I bought the ex a car.
Wow.
Had a surprise birthday party for her and everything, and not just a car, a Mercedes, a Benz.
Like she didn't have to pay the note later because somebody
she
did that for me, and I had to pay the note.
No. What?
Okay,
wow.
I don't want to shame him, but
no. She looked out of the window, big ass red bow on the hood. And it still didn't matter, though.
Didn't matter, man. Didn't matter.
Evidently, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
Did all that for
impressive. You ready to get started? Or
Yes, let's read these
Okay.
chat messages. Shots out once again. We definitely have to give special credit or shots out to everybody that donated today. This
They're in
donate
there.
thing is great.
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
think-
Thank y'all so much.
I think Tree's gonna take care of that.
they're in there, and so just remember to put your message too. From Truck D, we appreciate your $2 donation so
you, Truck.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Truck.
And here we go. Triple E's, Triple J's, 99. Michael Penix versus Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels next Sunday night. Must see television.
That's a great game.
And Penix is going to be at a deficit because Jaden Daniels has played 14 games already. He's played all year. So I'm not looking for Penix to come out there and perform like Jaden Daniels has been performing, especially last weekend or yesterday with the 5 touchdowns. But I do think Penix being out there gives the Falcons a fighting chance versus versus the Commanders.
From Julius 35C, I've been defending Pitts for the last few years, but when this season is over, Pitts needs to be traded for picks.
Would somebody want him?
We'll take a loss on that trade.
Yeah,
We'll take a loss on that
we're
trade.
definitely not gonna get value for it. Yeah, maybe
But
you do need to
I
move
agree.
on from him. Yeah,
With what he's doing, who gives a damn? Give him away. Get what you can get.
yeah.
From Big Kev 303, Baller Award to Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions. Whoop. What up, though? OC trick play.
Shout out to you, Ben.
So I didn't see the game live, but I saw it on ESPN on the Puppet Factory. What'd you think about that?
First of all, I stayed away from this game because I was concerned about all the injuries and thinking that the Chicago Bears would find a way to score the ball. But yes, we're doing everything that we need to do to get things done. I'm ecstatic with how Ben Johnson's calling plays for the Detroit Lions.
So if you didn't see it, they basically faked the handoff.
A couple of people fell down.
A couple of people, including the running back, fell down, and everybody yelled out "fumble."
Fumble, right?
That's the key part
Everybody
of it. Everybody
lied.
yelled out "fumble,"
Everybody lied.
and so it was kind of like quasi play action, and the dude was wide open down the sideline for a touchdown.
By himself.
Yeah.
I'm excited about what's going on with the Lions, man. I'm really playing good ball.
Eric David, thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric.
Happy holidays, Stew Nation, and a happy stew year. I like
Thank you
that.
very much.
Happy
Thank you, Eric.
stew year.
Thank you
It
very
means
much.
so much.
Very
Thank you very much.
clever.
You're far too kind.
From Till Dog 12, Baller Award to all teams that made playoffs. They did what was asked. Stop crying, Doug and Bama fans.
I agree.
I'm not a
Yeah.
Bama fan, and that's part of the problem. Everybody, when I give these thoughts about the playoffs, everybody think that I'm a Bama fan or I'm a fan of the SEC. No, I'm from a independent sports fan, college football fans perspective. I just think they need to give more weight to weight of schedule.
Let me say this real quick. We've been
Strength of
crying
schedule.
about the little guys on the bubble outside having a chance. Well, damn it, 4 of them got a chance, and I think you're going to see a couple more this weekend that's getting a chance that don't deserve to be there. But what you do with that chance after you get it, if you deserve to get it, is on you. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get what everybody deems the same teams in these final 12 picks. It's not going to happen. But there are some teams that would have never, ever been given an opportunity that are getting that opportunity now. And that matters, man.
Okay. Here we go. From Chris Wall, Pitts was an epic bust. He does not even look like he wants to play.
He's not trying. I agree. He's not trying.
You don't think he's trying?
His effort on blocking plays, his effort on routes that aren't where he's not the number one receiver, they're deplorable.
Yeah.
They're deplorable. If you're not giving 100% effort, don't go out there, because if I'm covering you and you're not moving, I can go do something else.
So do you think that Fontenot's job in particular, do you think that him and Raheem Morris's job's on the line and Michael Penix is their only savior?
I think that even Michael Penix Jr. can't save Terry Fontenot. I
You
think Raheem Morris is safe. But somebody got to pay for $90 million after 14 games. I can't let you keep your job where I'm paying you a few $1 million if you're costing me $90 million with a draft pick. I'm sorry, with a free agent pick.
I say they make it to the playoffs. They win the first round, and I think I want to see Fontenot because I don't think that Fontenot can make that decision on his own. No. Arthur had to know. Other people. This was a combined effort to make that pick.
That's a point for you. That's a score for you.
I don't want to see the brother lose his job, but damn, it's bad.
Okay, so here's my comment or my question. Did Terry Fontenot go to Arthur Blank like, look, here's what I want to do?
Had to have. There's no way you make that deal and not tell the owner. The owner had to know.
Or did Blank come to Fontenot like, look, man, we don't have a quarterback right now. We got to get somebody.
No
Kirk Cousins is available.
No way it didn't happen.
Okay.
The latter did not happen.
If that's the case, then Fontenot got to go. He got to go this year. He got to go. You got to bring somebody else in. It's $90 million at the 14 games, man.
I hate to see the brother lose his job, man.
I do too. But if he truly orchestrated why this guy's here, he's the one that's got to go and answer for it.
We talk about Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Go ahead, Tree.
From JB for Hire. Thank you for your donation. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, JB for Hire. Thank you.
Hashtag something you like.
Yes.
Put something on that thing.
Yeah.
Any question you want to ask?
We trying to get y'all some business.
If y'all want to go on a date with Doug, we can do that.
Yep.
Not for $4.99, but we can do that. From Ty Davidson, buy your wife another margarita. Happy anniversary, ours too.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty.
I think it's okay that you went to first of all, Mexican is my favorite. I want you to say this about tequila. Okay. Douglas, again, in the spirit of you kind of being very budget friendly, your head is hurting because you're not drinking the right brand of tequila. And I'm not talking about that bottle, that Clase Azul is some bullshit. Right. You can get a $30 bottle. In fact, do you drink tequila? I got a good one that's $30.
What's the
and
name?
No headache. No, let me handle it.
Okay,
I'll bring it over to you.
She'll bring it over. And then you can spank her.
But I am a tequila expert.
Tree.
Yes.
You're a Mexican food fan as well?
I could eat it every single day.
Yeah,
if you take me.
All it is Speedy Gonzalez is on every menu. Beans, rice, and some type of taco. That's it.
How they cook it really will determine a lot.
Speedy Gonzalez. Restaurant.
I'm not going to say who, but somebody took me to La Paria recently. That's not good Mexican. And I'm not going to say who.
It was Doug.
Who took you? Who took you?
It was Doug.
God, this is not good Mexican.
Doug.
You keep pushing this agenda.
Elmir.
You guys are going out on dates. You guys are going out on dates too.
No,
you taking her out for Mexican?
It was a business lunch, man. Tree's playing with you right now. Tree's playing with you right now.
She's not playing with me. No, she's not playing with me.
She's playing with you and everybody in this chat.
Donations.
Talk about it?
No, donations. But that's not good Mexican.
Till Dog. Thank you, Till Dog. Thank you, Till Dog.
Because you called them broke.
We just want to show you guys that we weren't just a bunch of broke clowns in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
I know y'all got money. I keep telling Ryan, these ninjas got some money. We just got to find it.
JB has donated another $4.99. Thank you so much. If I spend a night drinking tequila, I'm waking up to a list.
Yeah, tequila is not good on me. And you're right. When I drink tequila, it's part of some type of deal, some type of special. So it's probably bottom shelf. I need to probably drink a better quality of tequila.
I'm going to hook you up.
Okay.
And for real, because I was going to get you something for Christmas, but this will save me some money, actually. I was going to get you something really good. But
hey, you still buy the kids gifts, right? For Christmas, and you're watching the 2 Hour Stews experience. Yeah. Or the wife buys it. I'm sure you're not going out buying no toys and stuff. This is a safe space. The kids not watching, man.
The kids are not watching. It depends on what it is, but yes, the wife tends to handle all those things.
Okay. Just understand when they get out of the house, all they're gonna want is a cash app.
Right.
All they want is money. They don't want anything in a box like we did when we were growing up.
Right.
There's not a lot of love in a cash app for $100, but that's the world we living in.
But
Mother
you've
Mason,
got
I
to
always respect that.
listen. No, Douglas, seriously. So you got to listen to them when they're older. For instance, I did get Cameron an oil change. He didn't say he might have been saying like I need to get an
I want
oil
no
change.
damn oil change.
Not for Christmas.
Oil change.
He doesn't want to spend his $135 on an oil change. So I gave him an oil change. I'll give him some money.
He must use that synthetic oil. $135 oil change.
No, you know what? He doesn't do it according to the sticker. And so I had to get all the things. Maybe get some new brakes. Kayla wanted some I don't give them money Cash App because I think that is impersonal. But as much as you do hair, much you getting hair done, go to the salon and get them a gift certificate for that.
But they just want that on the regular. And I don't want to. I'm sorry to even get into this.
You still fixing hair outside of Christmas hairdos? I mean, on a regular weekday, you say, "Here, baby, go get your hair fixed to your adult daughters."
No, they call
awesome,
me.
Man.
No. Kay. It's really, and to be honest, it's not Kay or Bree, my two oldest.
It's Kara. Okay, it's
the youngest.
college. Okay, yes.
Daddy,
yes.
can I get a text? Yes. Daddy, can I have some coins to get my hair done? That's what she always says, coins.
Right.
I guess that's to soften the blow. She don't want to say money because that's a harsh word. She says
dollars.
coins.
So you don't think if I pay their rent that's a good Christmas gift? Are you kidding me?
That is, but that's not really something exciting that you'd want to get for Christmas. That's a need. I think when I think Christmas, I think wants. I don't think needs.
Okay. Eric David
That's
almost $5.
That's almost like our auntie's giving us a fruit bag and some socks and some drawers.
Man, I don't know. No, not when you can keep they can keep their whole check and mommy paid the rent. Are you kidding me? Okay. That's a gift.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying these girls.
But you didn't say rent, Tree. You said oil change. You didn't say
that's
rent.
that's one of the items. I mean, I got 2 kids.
I'm not judging nobody. It's all good. Yeah.
So wait a minute. And you're watching Two Live Stews Experience. So did you give him like a certificate for an oil change, or you said when you get the oil change done, call me on the phone and I'll give my credit card? Which one did you do?
We went together to get the oil change because hell no, you will not. We go together and then we have lunch and then I'm gonna go over there and cook for them. I gotta go to there.
He would much rather the vintage Atari 2600 than an oil change. I'm telling you.
I disagree.
You think you would rather an oil change than an Atari 2600?
Well, at their kids' age now, I would definitely think they would prefer the oil change versus the 2600.
Trust me, that meant he could go buy more. Never mind. I ain't gonna even say what they over there doing. From Mocha Bella, super sticker. Thank you, Mocha Bella.
Thank you.
Mocha Bella reminds everyone to watch the show all over the internet, and we appreciate you.
The number 2 live stews, youtube.com, and the number 2 live stews, facebook.com. Please pass the word.
Oh, we need to go. We need to come down a little bit. Here we go. These people want to know if you gave that car, if she gave you that car back, Douglas. And then we got some more donations from Birdman 22. Doug, you need to call Bay 11 Towing.
Hey, Morgie. Wait, hold on. That's my niecey. No, get her back on screen. Hey, Morgie. Uncle Doug.
She just waking up.
Oh, okay.
Love you, babe. Close that door behind
you. From Douglas.
Uh-huh.
Doug, you need to call Bay 11 Towing and get that damn car back. Where is it? It
was a long time ago. It's on blocks now. It was a long time ago.
That's another part of the story.
And remember now, they did about 30 years before they decided to switch the game up. So it was that car's a long time ago.
So
and speaking of Bay 11, I'll mention Bay 11 after Doug does this. Go ahead, Doug.
So not only was it a Mercedes, but she evidently didn't think it had enough room in it. And our mother drives the car now. Our mother owns the car now.
I didn't know you were going to do that, man.
Yeah, evidently she thought that it didn't have enough room, and she gave me these little hints that she really didn't like it, and we had to sell it.
Right.
We didn't sell it. We gave it to our mother.
Now that all of that has been said, I'm not the one that said those things. He did. But on the heels of him saying that, let me say this.
Yeah.
She didn't even like the car.
Damn.
She didn't like the Mercedes.
CLS 500.
Damn.
CLS
like it.
500.
She didn't like it.
I'm thinking it's sleek. You know, look up CLS 500. I'm thinking it's sleek, and this is like
Aw.
super nice.
I
Evidently,
feel
she
bad
didn't
for
like
you.
it.
You did something nice, and okay. Well,
Trey,
let's.
Trey, I
for
do a
those
lot
in
of nice
situa-
things.
Those are situations like Doug Stewart. Call my guy Melvin Eccles, 44770-6949. If you buy your old lady a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, and it's an CLS 500,
CLS 500.
yeah, and she don't like it, and she hints that she don't like it, or it doesn't have enough room, or the tires are too big, or the tires are too small, or she wanted pink and not black, call Melvin Eccles and have Melvin pick that damn thing up.
Damn.
44770-6949.
Gave it to our mother. Our mother's gonna drive it till the wheels fall off.
44770-6949.
Brenda Stewart loves it.
It's not just when you need the engine replaced. It's not when you have flat tires. It's not when you can't just find the keys. Sometimes if you need somebody to come and pick that damn thing up because somebody don't want it, call my guy Melvin Eccles. 44770-6949. Melvin ain't gonna care why he picking it up. He gonna promise you two things. He gonna promise to get there before any other busters can get there, and he gonna promise competitive pricing to come pick that car up that they may not want. Bay 11 told Melvin Eccles 44770-6949.
Now listen, before somebody shows this video to her.
Oh God, yes.
I didn't say one. I didn't say one I didn't say one negative thing. I'm just telling the story.
It's not that you don't care, and I understand his care or his being concerned, even though that's your ex and that was different. That's a different way of being. We still want to treat them with some respect. That's why I don't really. I mean, I got some good.
Can she come back for more money? Then who gives a damn, man?
Go ahead, Tree. Read.
Okay, from Rel Scott, he wants to promote Prime Time at Prime Ties to Go with a $4.99 donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
As a matter of fact, pull him up on.
Did we agree to $5 to get you a mention? I thought we agreed to $10.
Don't do this, Doug. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Yeah, not right now, please.
Y'all pull up at Prime Ties to Go. PRIME.
Prime Ties to Go.
To go. The number 2. The number 2 go.
We need
Ties to Go.
We need at least one tie sale from at Prime Ties to the number 2 go.
That's right.
Ron Lee, $5 donate, or yes, happy anniversary.
Merry Christmas, Nooka. Merry Christmas, Nooka. Thanks, St. Louis Ron.
That guy is the cheapest son bitch that I know. You hear me? So that $5 right there is probably for the next 3 Christmases. He didn't say that. But yeah, he don't break no bread. He don't break no bread.
Thank you.
Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis Ron.
From Loose Neck Psy in Perpetuity. From Loose Neck in Perpetuity Psy, $9 donation. Can we get the car back from the ex?
Nah, my mother's been driving it for the last 10 years at least, 15 years.
That's a while.
Woo, yeah. That was a lot. From Jay. Thank you, Jay. If you have anything you want to say. Kissy, come on.
Kicking it with Kesey interviews.
Happy holidays.
Hey, Kesey, put the
cafe. Put the cafe up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The name of the show is Kicking It with Kesey. You can Google that and find the show.
He needs to put the cafe.
Right. He needs to put the cafes. He owns a coffee shop. Him and the wife, Miss Angela, own a coffee shop in the not in the West End. That's technically.
It's in the Cascade. It's in Cascade, Old Cascade, and it is so nice. And the service and the food is so good. And
put up the name. Put up the name, Kesey.
Yeah, I'm thinking or hoping that we can get to Kesey's Cafe and do a show there one morning.
Yes, from double, triple. So he asked a lot of questions. So we thank you for this donation, sir.
Thank you, JJJJJ99. Thank you,
Triple J99. Triple J99. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got a question for you. If the Falcons don't have cousins, someone moves up and takes Penix Jr. That's from James Pace. Thank you for your donation.
So what he's trying to say is look at it on the bright side.
You know what, James Pace? I never looked at it like that. Right. So other teams that wanted Penix,
but they were saying at the time they were saying he wasn't going to go till late first round.
No, but I disagree with that, and I told you that. I told you he was probably the second or third best quarterback on the board, and he wasn't going to be around late. Okay. I told y'all that.
Okay.
I like that pace. You make that makes total sense.
Be positive about it. You're saying okay.
Yeah. I like that pace. Appreciate you, Mr. Pace, and God bless you. Thank you for your donation.
Mr. Pace is back again.
We didn't really expound upon it, man. I mean, the two words I used were prepared and decisive. When he went through his progressions,
right,
he was all like, it was committed. He was throwing that ball in there like a rifle, like a cannon.
Watch this. All his balls were like this.
Yes.
Okay. And all Kirk Cousins' balls were doing like this.
Yes, exactly.
It makes a big difference.
Mr. Pace has brought in another donation with another question. Douglas, can we get a replay of Doug's freestyle wrap-up when Doug raps about Reggie Ball? Classic. Where is it? How can I find it?
They destroyed that, man.
We can't use any of that stuff.
They messed up the beat. That's why I didn't. He's trying to be funny. This James Pace guy.
Well, he paid you. He paid it. So
you paid to embarrass me with the rap that they messed up the music to. That's fine.
Okay.
This will be the last show of the year for the Two Live Stews, y'all. Let y'all know that right now.
We'll be back on January 2nd. I believe that's right. That Thursday.
Yes, that's correct. It is.
January 2nd.
Truck D has paid it to ask me a question. Are you familiar with Jimmy Choo perfume? I am. And
Jimmy Choo actually has a perfume. I thought it was just a shoe.
There's a perfume. I'm familiar with it. I do not have any. You can mail that to the West End. I will send you my address. No, I'm kidding. Well, he didn't elaborate on why he's asking that, but yes, I am familiar with that.
Shouts out to you, Truck D. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Truck D. Thank you, Truck D.
Thank you for bringing the family to the tailgate too, man. We appreciate y'all.
So it's 8:50. Don't we want to bring in Arlie and Noddy since we're going away forever, or like for the rest of the year?
Sure.
Oh, Arlie left.
We got
probably has Trey stuff.
We got 40 messages.
Good morning, Dred. How you doing, sir?
I'm great, man. How about yourself?
Same soup, different day, huh, Noddy?
Same soup, just reheated.
Just reheated.
Y'all were getting kind of heated this morning. What was that about? Noddy wasn't giving any.
Oh, he's much more critical of Michael Penix Jr.
No, I actually wasn't critical. I hate when Doug creates his own narrative when he doesn't like to hear, when I don't say exactly what he wants to hear. It's funny. It happens often.
And I think now he's tired of that, Doug, and I think he didn't want you to do it anymore.
Clearly,
he does it often. It's okay. I've started to disassociate that kind of behavior with Doug.
No, hold on. Let's back up. Let's stop.
Wait, can we do this before y'all go?
Let's stop for a second.
We got
from Melvin Eccles.
Yes, Melvin. Melvin, thank you. You already pay us to do the damn sponsorship, Melvin. Melvin, you already paying us.
Yeah, okay. You're far too kind.
Don't cry, Ryan.
You're far too kind.
You, Melvin.
Ryan.
Thank you for just being freaking considerate, because he's already sending us money to do what he's doing. So thank you, Melvin.
So now back to Noddy. Noddy, I mean, it's clear amongst everybody that you're negative Noddy.
No, that's
Everybody's saying that Michael Penix had a great game for his first start in the NFL, and you in here coming in throwing bulls.
That's true. That's true.
You're negative Noddy. That's all.
That's
I just don't warm up to the negativity. This brother gets his first start, and you shooting him down and not giving any roses at all.
I want to say one thing. No, you kind of did shoot him down, Noddy, but real quick, let me just say this one thing. Every rookie this season, except for Caleb Williams, for their first start, lost their game. Rookies tend to lose their first start. They just tend to. But Caleb won his first start, and Michael Penix, coming in 15 weeks later, wins his first start. You didn't really pull your penis out and piss on it, but you did kind of sprinkle water from your midsection like you were pissing on it.
I'm glad he didn't do that.
Sprinkle water from your midsection.
Actually, I'm just objective when I tell the truth. I put things in context. First of all, they were playing the Giants, who are trying to lose every game from here on out.
Team. They're an NFL team.
Yeah, but they're not trying to win. We all know that.
The NFL team, though.
They're not trying to win. We all know that. That's fact. Michael Penix played a
talked about
good.
that
I
earlier.
said he played a decent game. He wasn't great because he wasn't, but he wasn't awful. He did what he had to do to win the game. That's all I said.
And Nadi, it's a consistent theme. Not only is it just about yesterday, it's a consistent theme. You a lot of things you just shit on that's totally unnecessary. That's all.
I consistently give an objective and truthful take. Yes,
Well, I
I'll
wasn't
always
going to
do
say
that.
this, but Nadi and I had a conversation off record where he was talking about the elasticity that Tritos were talking about. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get to that right now. But Nadi, I just think you do sometimes try to put a negative spin on things, even the elasticity, Nadi.
There's no negative
Not on
elasticity
no.
ever. It's impossible. The more elastic, the better.
Hey, Tree, can we please try to run through 40 text messages?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Nadi, can Nadi say any last word? I mean, why do y'all shit on me trying to create
dying?
like a mood?
Is he dying or something?
No, but this is the last show. God, y'all are so impossible.
Hey, man, before you take that walk of shame, before you get to the electric chair, what's your last words, fool?
Yeah. Go.
By humbug.
Okay. Thank you, Nadi. Thank you.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect with negative Nadi. That's perfect. Michael Penix could have threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Well, he could have thrown for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns, but he didn't do it.
And he could have thrown 4 interceptions. You know, I mean, I get it. I understand. I get it.
Okay.
And Marvin Echols just posted something.
Melvin. There's nobody named Marvin.
I said Marvin. Sorry. Melvin Echols just posted, that he thought my cry was fake. You try to give a ninja an inch and they take him out. It just.
From Tony Dorsett, a $50 donation.
Thank you,
Tony Dorsett.
Thank you so much.
In retirement, he still has time to give the students $50.
We appreciate it.
And retired from one of the greatest running backs in the NFL.
Here's a Moco resident. Ain't Dwight from Atlanta? Enough said. Case closed. Speaking about the marriage, the engagement.
I'm gonna do a reel about that. And Gilliard Road is our family. What up, Cuzzo? That's a misnomer.
What?
Everybody thinks that
he's batting.
No offense to them. No offense to them, but everybody has this notion that Atlanta is just the land of open gayness.
No,
that's not true.
Well, no, it's pretty gay. It's pretty high up there.
No, that's not true.
It's pretty high up there, though.
Douglas, stop.
As far as other cities,
it's not like DC, but it's pretty high up there.
There's a lot of same-sex couples in Atlanta.
And that's fine.
You don't go nowhere.
But my point is, I don't see that. I don't see that where I go. I'm sure that there's areas that gays hang out, but I don't see that. People make it sound like I walk outside and every 2 seconds I'm seeing dudes kissing. That's not true.
First of all, we will not say gays hang out. Like, we're not going to speak in that way.
They don't hang out.
It's politically incorrect. Secondly, you don't go nowhere.
I didn't mean to. Right. I definitely don't go nowhere.
What would the proper way? What would the proper way be for him to say that?
Same gender loving, same sex.
That's too long. That's too long. I ain't got time for all of that. Y'all know what I mean. Go ahead.
From Jungle Brothers, Shadur and Cam Ward would do well with the Raiders instead of landing in Tennessee, or even my Giants, who got the first racist Westchester crowd who never drafted a black quarterback.
I can't ever remember. But you know what? I can't remember his name, but he played quarterback.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. And I think also the black quarterback from South Carolina. I can't remember his name, little short guy. I think he played for the Giants too for a minute. I can't remember his name. I'll never remember his name. Go ahead, Tree.
From Rel Scott, I'm very disappointed in this question. Who is Stringer Bell?
How dare you, sir?
Wow.
Not up in here.
Wow.
We rebuke you, Rel.
He's always belittling and just disrespectful.
I don't like that. Doug, have you seen Reacher? Definitely enjoyed watching this on demand. From Triple E Triple J 99.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I've this time of year I watch a lot of movies. The Carry On movie on Netflix is really, really good. Jason Bateman does an outstanding job in Carry On. And we also watched.
That's a series?
Movie. No, it's just a movie.
Okay.
It's just a movie. Very good. And wifey and I also watched. I'll think of the name of the second one in a second. It was very good though.
We want to give a shout out to Craig, Uncle Mike Pryor. He gave us his lunch money today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Craig. And let me tell you, that's a big dude. He need that money for that lunch.
Real
Appreciate
quick.
you.
Naughty's not done saying goodbye.
No, I just want to get the facts straight. Geno Smith was the first black quarterback to start for the Giants.
That's right.
He was the one that replaced Eli Manning when Eli Manning got benched.
That's right.
Take it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I don't know who this is, and I've not gone out with you before. Hey, Tree, love you, babe. Next time I take you out to your choice of Mexican. Is that you, Doug? Like, do you have a pretend name?
Neef
Who
Buck
is it?
23.
I don't know who this is. I've never
Neef
gone
Buck
out with
23.
you. Romero, thank you. $10
Romero.
donation.
Thank you, Romero. Thank you.
Thank you, Romero. Thank you,
Thank
Romero.
you so much. From FM, women are always, what have you done for me lately mode. So that car didn't matter the next day. That breaks my soul for you. And you get on my nerves, but I don't like that.
Once again,
a couple months in, I never forget. I asked that cat a couple months in, not knowing the situation. I said, "Hey, man, so how's wifey loving that new car, man? Things probably, you probably having a real good time over there these days, right?" He was like, she don't really like it, man."
Ooh,
Said, excuse me.
That's hard.
So listen, once again, for the record, I am not saying negative. I'm just telling the story.
It is negative.
It's not negative.
It is.
It's not negative. I'm not trying to say anything negative.
No, you're not negative.
I'm just saying that was my truth. Like that saying they be saying these days. That's my truth.
So we did read on the super chat, right? For people that gave the bread.
The Romero is the wait. We got Jobs for Hire. Ted Lasso on Apple TV. He wants you to know that you need to watch that.
That's a great one. Ted Lasso's great too. But
Ted
Doug
Lasso.
doesn't like soccer. I don't think he'll watch that. I don't think he'll watch Ted Lasso. But that's a great series.
It's got
really enjoyed that.
It's got something to do with soccer.
Yes.
Okay.
But you would love it.
Okay.
Yeah, you would like it.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let y'all end it.
No. Keep going.
Oh, I can keep going.
Can you hang out a little bit longer?
Yeah, I can. I just.
Yeah. I got a little bit more time.
Okay. Keep reading.
All right. So Romero was from Rel Scott. Does Naughty like anything?
I don't know. He's his.
I think he's a fan of vagina.
His number one job is kind of like a fact checker. So he does that well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just too aggressively sometimes. He's very aggressive with his fact checking.
From Craig, Uncle Mike Pryor, he said, "I see a new T-shirt coming. Negative Naughty."
Yes, and in the near future, when the website's completed, it was supposed to be done like 3.5 months ago. But when the website's completed, we're gonna have them shirts on Turn and Burn just like that. I promise you.
From Loose Next Eye, Ryan crying like Caitlin Clark retired early.
Shouts out to Caitlin Clark. She's a great American.
Really?
And I'm glad you brought that up. Let's take a second, Loose Neck. Let's take a second to wish Caitlin Clark and her family a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Oh, that's all you got?
From the bottom of my heart. I hope Caitlin Clark and her family has a happy holiday.
Hey, before I forget this, I want to mention this. This is game. I'm passing game along to the watchers. Did you know that the movie
the watchers,
the viewers, sorry.
Did you know that the movie Red One, the Christmas movie with Schillinger from Oz and The Rock, and also Captain America, the guy that plays Captain America, that movie is in the theaters, but it's also a Prime Video. If you have Prime, it's on. You can watch it on TV. Did you know that?
For another charge? For another charge?
No, if you pay for Prime,
I pay for Prime.
If you got Prime, it's on there now. It's still in the theaters. And evidently they do this with a lot of movies. I did not know. I was about to go see this movie, and someone said it's on TV.
Yeah, but don't you want the experience of the theater? See, this is why you are too frugal for me, sir.
But the theater be hitting you over the head these days. After COVID,
Right.
The theater has taxed on another 70% to their
Trying
bill.
to make their money back.
They're trying to make their money from COVID back.
That's right.
Y'all don't know how to go to the movies. I went to see Gladiator 2 and I paid $9. And I did go at 9:00 in the morning, but
ain't nobody going no damn movie 9:00 in the morning.
Why? You be up.
You be up.
But I be working though. Okay, go ahead. That's
okay.
Something. So you went to see like a premiere or something?
No, I just purposefully go to the movies early in the morning.
Are you saying they do that with every movie?
Yeah, if you go before 3:00, you can get in.
It's called a matinee. It's called a matinee, but I didn't know it was $9.
Yeah, I told you that. You don't remember anything I tell you. Kicking it with Kesey.
He be busy trying to unload Tree. He ain't got no time to listen.
At Cat here's
what?
From Kicking It with Kesey, we thank you so much for your donation. Ladies and gentlemen, at Cafe Bartique. That is right. Where you can find him on find the bar on Instagram. The address is 2315 Cascade Road, Atlanta, 30311. They have music on Friday nights.
Right.
They have good food.
Yeah.
You should plan your birthday party. Do a bar crawl. Start at Cafe Bartique.
Confections. It's really a coffee shop, but there's so much more.
And black owned. Black owned in Metro Atlanta.
At Cafe Bartique. At Cafe Bartique.
This is where I stage dates. I don't go on. We go to the cafe. We go get coffee just so I can see if your teeth are straight.
Tell them the stew sent you.
Exactly. From Naughty. Doug is still scared of his wife. This is why I ain't never getting married. Yeah, it does seem like you're scared.
I agree.
Doug.
No, I agree.
And I don't agree with Naughty a lot.
You keep walking it back. Hey, just clarification. I want to make sure I put on the record. I'm not talking bad about. I'm just saying.
Man, I mean, come on, man. We were married 27 years, and we're co-parenting right now. Still, technically.
Absolutely. Even though they're
come on, man.
about that.
I need you to be an adult about this situation, man, and stop trying to cause friction.
I had anything negative.
We're having a conversation. It's not negative.
No, but Ryan,
he's
been doing this since 73. He's just trying to ruffle feathers.
He wasn't born yet.
You're the one.
No, he was born in 73.
From the womb.
You're the one that keeps saying, "Hey, let's walk this back." I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Naughty's right. Clearly, you're still scared, and that's fine.
The listeners are paying to talk about this.
You said still scared, like I was scared at one point before.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Go ahead, Tree. Let's roll through these chats.
I'm trying to get the money. So this man who I think he's a man who wants to take me for Mexican and send me my money, Doug. Tree, love you. Love to see the stews back. I remember you brothers from the late 90s, early 2000s.
It wasn't late 90s, but you're close. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Neff.
Thank you, sir. 2001, actually.
Thank you, Neff.
Romero Head. Merry Christmas, y'all. Tree, let me know if you need me to 9 a show in 2025. Okay.
9 a show. What does that mean?
Maybe come on the show, my show. I don't know.
Come on the show.
Not this show. He's married. He's a married
messy.
Man. That's a married person.
Okay.
Because he's spoke about his
what
wife.
him being married got to do with anything else?
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do married men.
Okay, go ahead.
From Loose Neck. Tree went to the movie so early she had the key.
Right, you can't even eat no popcorn at 9 a.m.
Yes, she can.
Ready till noon.
You ate popcorn at a 9 a.m. movie?
Sir, I didn't eat popcorn, but it was available to me if I wanted to purchase it.
But really, that's the major part of the experience is the damn popcorn. I go to the movie just for the popcorn most of the times.
From Microwave, he says movies on Tuesdays is a discount day.
Okay, I didn't know that.
that. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the donations are slowing down. Mr. 360 talking about being scared of someone's wife. Oh, he's talking about you, Ryan.
Right.
I'm not scared of my old lady.
Your wife got a tracking device in your ass. You talk about me.
Yeah.
Scared.
It works for us.
From Julius 35C, all the teams I picked in the playoffs won except for SMU. Jennings let me down with them 2 pick sixes.
Jennings could have set the whole course of that SMU game on a different trajectory, but he played terrible the first 3 series. He He made terrible decisions
Was
the
it-
first
was-
3 series that didn't allow his team to bounce back like they could have.
Was it 2 or 3 pick sixes he
had
threw
2 pick
in the first
sixes.
half?
He had 2 pick sixes and he missed a wide open touchdown.
From Triple E Triple J99, thank you again for he's donated probably like $60 or $70, y'all, because he's doing it separate. He's got
Triple J 99.
He's got questions. Doug and Ryan, who do you have winning the NFC North, Detroit or Minnesota?
Detroit.
Man, Detroit's not getting they've got
And don't
injury
sleep on
issues.
Green Bay either.
I would still say Detroit, but they got to get healthy, man. They got a lot of injuries at key positions, but I'm rooting for Detroit for obvious reasons.
A lot of people think Montgomery's going to be back, and he's probably going to be able to play unlike they thought originally. So I still feel good about Detroit winning that North.
From Jungle Brother, Doug, they're going to make sure there's 2 white quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, just like college football.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. They can't do it this year. Just like they couldn't take that Heisman away from Travis Hunter, they can't deny at least one brother getting to the Super Bowl this year. Because you got to throw in Russell Wilson.
It could be Sam Darnold, and it could be Josh Allen. It really could be.
Mocha Bella, with a reminder that Luke has turned 64. Can you imagine?
What? Uncle Luke is 64?
Wow.
Wow. Happy birthday to Uncle Luke.
He looked like it, huh? He looks like his age. Like, y'all don't look like your age. But that man, he looks like he's 64.
This is great.
What kind of cat he been in, but he needs a moisturizer, something for his face. Tony Dorsett says Ric Flair is a racist.
Allegedly. Ric Flair allegedly called a wrestler. Oh, you know who said that?
Who?
The manager. What's his name? The black guy who used to wear the do-rag. He said Ric Flair called him an N-word, called him a ninja. What's the black wrestling manager name? Teddy something. Somebody will put it in the chat room. But yeah, allegedly Ric Flair called him an N-word.
From Rel Scott. Sorry about that.
Not Teddy Long.
Teddy Long said that in an interview.
From
Rick
Rel
called him
Scott.
an N-word.
Well, but he was just hanging out with Mike Tyson though. So how racist is he if he's hanging out in the town with Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I mean, in the list of greatest white men to ever walk the face of the earth, Ric Flair is definitely top 3.
He's one of them. I agree.
So Arthur Fonzarelli, we've done this before in the show back in the day.
Yep.
Bill Clinton, Arthur Fonzarelli, Ric Flair, Steve Rogers, Captain America, maybe, and I can't remember the last one we called the greatest white men to ever walk the face of the earth.
Tom Brady.
No, Tom Brady's a cheating bastard. He ain't no top 5 white men in
Yeah,
there.
hate Tom Brady. You hate Tom Brady.
Whatever. Go ahead, Tree.
Rel Scott coming in with $4.99 again. So don't talk about his $4.99 for the prime time, but he wants to talk about Pumpkin. Pumpkin said, "I'll take that car."
At Prime Ties to go. At
Yes,
Prime Ties to go.
Pumpkin is our mother. Yeah, and she still drives the car till this day. She loves it.
Oh, that's so.
Who wouldn't appreciate a brand new Benz?
From James Pace, Doug, she gonna want you back now that the show is back.
Were you saying she didn't want me because I didn't have a show? Because I got fired on my day?
$4.99 says what he said. He said what he said. Okay, more donations coming in for me from Neef Buck. Thank you so much. I don't know.
Thank you, Neef Buck. Thank
I
you.
don't know who he is.
He's literally trying to pay for the Nutsi.
Come on, we got 15 more to go. We're going to do this for the people. This is our Christmas gift to you. We're going to read all these chat messages we got started and ready to read.
Okay, well, I know we got 15 more, but money keeps coming, and so I have to stop and go over there.
We've got to identify the super chat. The super chat gets identified first.
Right.
Right. All right. So from Sports and Heels, she says she just stopped by to say happy holidays to you.
Hey, Tiffany Sports and Heels.
Yes. From FM, Ryan racist will have sex with black people. It doesn't. What?
Ryan racist will have sex with.
Oh, racist will have sex with black people.
Okay.
It doesn't. Okay. That doesn't matter. What does he refer to? I'm lost.
Hey, this Neef Buck 23 is back, Tree.
Where? What's going on?
You see in a second.
What's your IG, Tree? Can you put your picture?
Tree, give the man your ID, Tree.
Give the man your IG. Tree.
Give the man your ID.
Tree, what's your IG? Right
Okay.
now. Right now.
At Mommy on the mic. At
Mommy on the mic.
Mommy on the mic.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Take this thing offline, Neef Buck. Take it offline.
He did his part. Now we follow through and do our part.
That's right. That's right. You got to do Neef Buck.
Where did Arlie go?
You got to do Neef Buck.
I got to do Neef Buck?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. He's paying for it.
Bang, 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 bang. Right. That's what we mean. We need this money.
It's time to go.
Not
I'm
that we
turning on the music.
Not that we're trying to pimp or anything like that.
All right. I'm leaving so y'all can.
Wait, are we done? Are we done?
No, we got 2 more minutes. We're going to stay till 15. Come on.
Okay.
Read through them, Tree.
I don't know why y'all are selling me like this. From BRD.
$4.99.
I know. I mean, I'm expensive. God damn it. From BRD Man 22. Trump is both. It's in his DNA. He and his father were both sued for discrimination. So someone's having side conversations with Noddy. We're talking about racist. Noddy has come. Donald Trump is a capitalist. So yes, he's a racist in that sense. But Trump is not a bigot. Okay.
That's
Go ahead, Tree. Go ahead, Tree. Keep going.
Well, he's
Triple E Triple J99 is back with $50. Speak your piece, Triple E Triple J99.
Whatever you want to talk about, put it in there. Put it in there. From June B77, Bill Clinton is responsible for the Whitewater scandal and the crime bill that sent all the black folks away. Yeah, they paid to talk about it.
Okay.
He said, okay.
All I know is the man played one hell of a sax. Go ahead, Tree.
From Truck D, y'all pimping Tree. Yes, that's why I just want to know where Arlie went.
Oh, my bad, Doug.
These are just jokes. Tree know we'll never pimp her.
He gonna stand up and protect his boo. No.
Right.
Stand up and protect his boo.
From Mocha Bella, you can bring your own breakfast in the movies. I just hid it in my big purse.
What?
Hell yeah.
That's ghetto as shit.
It's not.
You in the theater at 9 a.m. eating your breakfast that you pull out of your purse.
Bacon and eggs.
Oh God.
Black people, we're so capitalist.
We're what? No, we're efficient.
Creative. That's the word I was looking for.
It. From Till Dog 12, did Tree go to one of those theaters that has beds? There's theaters with beds.
No, he's talking about like Buckhead Backlash. You remember Buckhead Backlash? They had the big the recliner sofas. Now they do that at Atlantic Station now too. They got the big recliner sofas there.
But not beds.
Not beds though. They're not beds.
Doug, there's no more chat to read.
No, there's 14 more.
So what happens is I've already done a lot of those. That's money that I've already announced. But I'm trying to keep up because it's coming over here. One day I'm going to be able to.
All right, play the music. We will be back January 2, that Thursday. We're going to have a little vacation. Pass the word.
All they told me to tell you all goodbye. She had an appointment to go to. She said Merry Christmas to you all and thank you very much.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, everybody. Y'all in the show.
Hey, listen, we thank you so much for the donations. Real talk. But really, even maybe possibly a better gift for us would be for you to share the show. Hit the share button.
Don't stop with the donations.
Right. I want to make sure and be very, direct when I say this. Don't stop the donations. We appreciate it. But hit the share button, and that would really, really, really mean a lot as far as letting the world know that we're back. Your boys are back.
Mocha Bella pulled out a Waffle House number 3 out of her purse in Buckhead.
Right. Took her breakfast.
A+ to everybody in the chat. A+ to everyone that has said subscribe. A+ to everyone that sent donations. Thank you all very much. We're here because of you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Big things popping in 2025. We're looking forward to it. A+ to the great Arlie Michelle. Thank you for your entertainment report, Arlie. Outstanding year. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Arlie.
Great A+ to the Naughty Dread. We appreciate you, Dread. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you being on the team, man.
Thank you, Naughty.
Appreciate Tree. Outstanding job, Tree. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tree.
Tree gets a B today. Outstanding job, Tree. Outstanding job.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Tree.
She gets a C today for her show. Outstanding job, Tree. Really appreciate you. And Doug, you, man, didn't want to do a top 5 because you're scared I'm going to take the lead. Just doing things you shouldn't have been doing. But outstanding job.
Sure you jest.
I'm giving you an A+.
Damn right I get an A+. You get an A too, sir.
And Joe Hamilton spent some time with us as well in the first segment. A+ to you too, Joe.
Alvin's finest. Alvin's
God is
finest.
good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him, show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. This will be it for 2024. Looking forward to 2025, the beginning of the year. Got a new program, new shows, and a whole lot of stuff going on with Stewart Media and Entertainment. Y'all make sure that you enjoy the holiday season and make sure that you are being responsible when you drink alcoholic beverages or when you're out partying for the holidays.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Peace. Peace.